G'day, mate. Welcome to this quick introduction to Biter Battles, and this one's slightly different. This is for the Biter Battles Champions. So, a couple of things about Biter Battles. We're going to go over these as quickly as possible. So, Biter Battles is a PvEVP. Yes, it is indirect combat, because Factorio is really not designed for direct combat, considering behemoth biters have like over 3,000 hit points and a player has 250. Yeah, things don't scale up evenly for PvP. But the way we got around this was Biter Battles with, PvEVP. So what you have to do in Biter Battles is you have to make science. We're going to cover science in a second. Make science packs. Those science packs you can either put in your own lab. Once they're in your own lab, you can use them for research. Research will obviously give you access to new technologies. Upgrade your existing technologies. Bigger bullets, better bullets, faster bullets, more explosive bullets. All those normal things we have in Factorio. You can go all the way up to lasers and flamers if you want, but at the same time, the other team is also teching up. They're also increasing their technology. They're also finding more effective ways to deal with the biters themselves. On top of that, each team has a GUI, we're going to cover that in just a second, up the top left-hand corner, which they can use to throw any science packs they have in their inventory across the river to the other side. When throwing them across the river to the other side's biters will increase in two numbers. One is their evolution, the other is their threat, okay? Higher the evolution, we've all dealt with evolution before, bigger and badder evolution is obviously bad for the poor little engineer. Higher threat is, think of threat as more of a gauge of how many biters are on their way. How many biters are scheduled to come and ruin your day. Your one objective for each team is to protect the silo. Only protect the silo, nothing else really matters. Obviously, if you happen to live a little bit longer at the same time, that's definitely a bonus. Now, being that this is the Biter Battles Champions tournament, there's a couple of rule changes. First off, matches are 3v3, okay? Plus, there's an extra team player, which is entirely optional. That team player can sit on the lovely island in the middle of the map. Whilst they're sitting in the middle of the map, they can obviously be in Discord, they can yell at their team, notice mistakes. At the same time, they can view a limited area of what the other team on the other side of the river is doing. Yes, the two teams are separated by a lovely river across the middle, which is non-landfillable, non-traversable, nothing can shoot across it. The teams are 100% immune from one another. On top of that, each match in the Biter Battles Championships has an away team and a home team. The home team gets 3 advantages. One is to choose which side of the map they want to play on. Not that it really matters, both sides are mirrored 100%, so they're exactly the same. They get to re-roll the map twice. So if they're not happy with how the map rolled, they can choose to re-roll it. And the other option they get is they get to choose a starter pack. We're going to come back to starter packs in just a second. So, biters are bad, number 1. Number 2, protect your silo. Number 3, there's one other change to increase the speed of these championship rounds, is after 2 hours of gameplay, Armageddon mode will be activated. Armageddon basically scales up evolution from whatever it is to 100% very, very quickly. 100% Evo is bad. Very, very bad, especially in Biter Battles, which the evolution can scale past 100%, I should mention, because, it's a battle of championships. One team must survive, one team must fail. On top of that, as I said, they've already removed artillery and the atomic bomb. There's also no landmines, and of course, there's no landfill. There's no cliffs on the map. One other thing is, or two other things, is the game can be paused if somebody's having connection issues, and also the game speed can be lowered if the teams start running into UPS problems. Lastly, we have a clear corpses command. The corpses automatically magically disappear every 15 minutes because, well, there's a lot of corpses on the map. So, starter pack choices. We have the regular, the science, the robot, and the combat. So as we can see, the different starter packs are designed to accelerate that early game, get it up and running a lot faster. There are definitely pros and cons to different starter packs. All depends on how the two teams are training, what sort of packs they're training with. One of the other things with this particular round of championships is the Behemoth League is big and nasty and has no blueprints. The Biter League does have blueprints. So the goodies chosen in the starter packs appear in these 3 chests for each team to grab out their required items. They do have that silo to protect. There is a limited amount of defenses around the silo to start with. Also, there is guaranteed 3 gun turrets to protect the lovely rocket silo, along with random guns with random amounts of ammo around the outside. Again, that depends on the gods of RNG. On top of that, both teams have an exactly identical mirrored map. So we can see the iron between the two of them is mirrored, copper, coal, so on and so forth. There is a certain amount of dedicated resources to start with, along with a mixed patch. The mixed patch, the resources are much more dense. You know, we're talking 1,000 plus per tile here compared to 600 over here, 500. So much more dense, but the catch is it's mixed. Lastly is we have this as this lovely GUI up here that lets me take science packs out of my inventory and throw them to the other team. On top of that, you can choose to throw a fish. If you throw a fish across to the other team, you will be able to see what the other team sees for 45 seconds per fish. There are many fish, get much spy time. So with all that said, we should probably cover biter pathfinding really quickly. So as we already covered, there are no cliffs on the map, and both sides of the map are perfectly mirrored. So we can see every iron patch, every coal patch, every rock, every little bit of water matches one side to the other side perfectly. But at the far end of the map, on both the north and the south, you're going to find that's where the biters live. Now the biters do not directly path for the silo, because that would be boring. You just build all your defenses across the front of the wall. What the biters actually do is they are sent to path across the map to a random location. It could be directly in front of your base, it could be to the far east or the far west, and then once they're sent out there, that's the point when they're actually sent towards the silo. So in Biter Battles Championships, at least you will find that often biters will come and flank bases. You have been warned, it does make the game much more interesting, but with this quick 6.5-7 minute introduction out of the way, let's get on to today's shoutcast. Right, map choice number 1. Mixed iron, copper, stone, coal. And bop.
Ooh, slim pickings.
Where's the rest of the map? There we go. Yeah, reroll. Yeah,
looks lean.
There's a decent mixed patch. There's a little bit of materials. All the guns are on the hard left. All the walls missing at the top.
One could say, if one were so inclined to go for a quick win, choose science and immediately throw the 50 packs.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
And try and go for a dunk on him. All right, Ken Ogre says no dice. C4 is rerolling. Here we go.
I'm willing to bet both teams have tried that at least. They've opened up the practice server and they have run just taking the 50 packs and throwing them straight away to see how much it changes the evo and the threat. And seeing is it more advantageous to use it or to throw it. That's a little bit better.
Leon the Compalatron says smart people don't run around in circles.
And Clown starts instantly doing loops.
C4, second choice. This looks a little better.
It's a keep. Guns are at the front, walls at the front, there's boxes, there's mixed patch, there's iron, there's copper, there's coal right on the coastline for power. That's a keep. They're discussing, they're pinging. Thing is, when they're pinging, the other team can see what they're pinging as well.
Oh yeah, since they're not on teams yet, right?
Correct. I'll cut off on the mixed. It's because the ore generated, and then the silo probably got pasted on top. It's more advantageous to use it and throw greens since you start with labs. But then you have to make the red.
Yeah.
To get the red science done, to get the green science. Use it and throw green. Yeah. Keep. There we go. They're going to take north. All right. And Jenny calls combat. Regular
pack. Yep.
Starter prediction. Who wins? North versus South. 30-minute clock starts now. Has anybody ever managed to build artillery? Chris Chan, the answer to that one is a very easy no. Because it doesn't exist in the tech tree. 30 minutes too long? It doesn't matter. Around 30 minutes every time. Which game is over below 30 minutes? Like 3 of them. And I've just stopped the prediction. And I was saying that coaches can also see pings of spectators on their side of the map. Is this true? Yes. Anybody who's in spectator mode So myself and Clowntown are in map view. There is a GUI up the top left-hand corner when we're promoted that gives us spectator view. If we ping in that, that's viewable by both coaches. And I think both teams.
Let's go.
The coaches have an issue with being able to see some things they're not meant to. P. Sullivan, all in! 12 minutes was my fast my knowledge. 17. 17 minutes.
So you see that note that just went by? It says game ID has been registered by FireRaiser?
Yes.
That is probably corresponding to the game ID that's out on BBChampions.org, because there's a game ID that it always says like 4629, something cryptic.
Probably.
Well, then when he registers that, it syncs up that with the team names and their logos, because now...
Probably.
Yeah, the team names are there, the logos are there, right? Boom.
So we have Gun, 14. 4... 16.
Yeah, it was 2.5 hour match. You went into Armageddon's Lanatron.
3, 6. So we've got a decent mix of ammo. A couple of high ones, a couple of low ones. We have C4.
Like a boss.
Who's C4? Call of Duty monster. How you doing? 17 months. God, I haven't seen you in ages. Where you been? Heathcliff, all in as well. And then we have the wonderful art. The wonderful art for MystiClutchPipe. I still like it. I still think it's the best artwork. Clowntown might take his pickaxe off to the races, but I prefer the MystiClutchPipe. It's a piece of art. Who's south? MystiClutchPipe.
Yep, and it's
with no Mystic on the team.
Mystic's not on the team, but it's Clutch, Pipe Piper, and this guy named Chrono. Hey Warger, well done today.
Ugg, Kenoga, and Hee-Ha.
How much, Warger, let me ask you this. How much did Bumblebee Rider enjoy his rock embedded into the wall that had 2,000 hit points?
Best defender of the game.
Best Divs MVP.
Did way better than what Bumblebee did. Way better.
Yeah, you did have two. There was a big rock, there was a huge rock, and then a big rock.
We had two? I missed the second one.
Second one was right next to the first one.
Oh, okay.
It was good. And I was not for removing it.
Don't work for
we
me.
agree. We agree. They had more hit points combined.
Call of Duty.
Than,
join our Discord.
If you had put the wall
the notifications
right in there,
go out in
you would
Discord.
have fewer hit points. Just saying.
Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to type.
I thought it was a brilliant play.
Speaking of Discord, let's do a second notification. Manual to Discord. Bum, 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 bum. Notifications.
We're letting them talk for a minute. Each team's they're gonna collude. All right, they're starting in 1 minute.
So we have the regular pack with a whole bunch of fish, some burner stuff to get you started, along with a crap ton of iron ore. I don't know what the iron ore was in there for. Along with some iron, some copper, some gold, some gears, and some
iron's
circuits.
in there for it's in there for concrete.
Oh,
so
okay, obviously.
here's your takeaway here. All those gears right there, that's big, and then the boards. That's a really big advantage. If you figure out how to run that effectively, you can get a real good jump on everything.
It's the miners go down fast, and generally on the mixed ore, on garbage smelters. I don't know. Are we going to see garbage smelters in this one? Probably, because the patches are not that big.
Hello, my friend.
Maybe for copper.
Stay a while and listen.
Max Balls. Max Balls, you have a great name, and thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow.
Balls.
Yeah, with 2 Z's on the end. Max Balls. And some pistols, that'll be handy. Every single pack has 3 weapons.
Yeah, the pixels are more of a distraction than anything.
They're helpful for the early game. The really early game. Okay, so North is going to go for the straight patches. Copper and iron. Oh, that's a bad one. Hee-haw, you're bad. You missed it. You should have gone back a tile. That's a mixed burner.
It is a mixed burner.
South is going to go for the coal. Chrono is out chopping trees. So the coal, the iron, and the stone. And Piper is starting off the research.
5 turrets only.
They don't start with packs. So Piper has crafted a lab and must be doing packs already.
They do. Yeah, they don't start with a lab.
So he's
But getting to a lab is pretty quick because you do.
Well, they have all
you
the
need is
materials.
Yep.
Clutch, why are you building that so far from the coal? Clutch, go to your left. No. Hydra, g'day, mate. Hey, High Speed, how you doing?
They may need that, and to your point, they may need that copper. That's, you know.
High Speed is awesome. Sometimes. Piper has marked out his smelter right there. Right there, boys.
May be tough. I don't know that I would build over any.
Well, it powers the left because that's where coal is. Your other option is put it on the right and do electric miner off the coal with an inserter at the end to catch the garbage.
Yeah.
That's your second option. Hey, lol.
Bye-bye, Speed.
Did we give Lol a shout out earlier? Probably not.
How does that third bottom row of miners get powered?
From the outside. True magic. Substations. So that's green science. Chrono's going for green science hand fed. Clutch is picking up crap. North is going for smelters. Hard up against the labs. hard up against Silo, rather. Not labs. Silo. Lol Gamer. Welcome to Chaos, streaming Factorio, Minecraft, New World, Far Cry 6. Come join me and hang out. Streaming Chaos. It's much like I am. Fix the build so right through where he wants to put power. There's arguments. This is what the 5 minutes is beforehand. To organize your arguments.
You're starting outside the wall. Both
North
teams.
is, yeah. Oh, South is just outside the wall with Burner City. Oh crap! Oil. Found oil.
Oh, look at there. That should be plenty to get started.
North of power the silo. Powering the silo is not too horrible. 8 kilowatts. Compared to 60 kilowatts for a lab.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It doesn't help. It costs less than an inserter that's swinging. With oil being so close, I can see it being a long-ass game. Most teams are fighting to get to oil. Lots of teams are taken out before they get to oil.
Yep.
Like, we are up against 2 very good teams, so maybe. We'll see.
Little hand fed. Pocket gears and pocket cables.
So Chrono is got labs up and running. He crafted 8, didn't pick up the one that he put down earlier. That's a special one. We're keeping that one for later. North, 1 hand fed lab. Mass green science. Mass. They're going big on the green. Big, big, big.
Yep.
So from memory, this build should do 80? Yeah, 80 machines
Is that from yesterday?
doing green science. Yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot.
A lot.
They put down 80. I don't know how much was running the whole time. But they
P.
put down a
Sullivan,
lot.
predictions are open for 30 minutes from the start of the match. Hee-Ha is mining stone in the boxes. We're going to see Dragon Gum's going down right about now. Hee-Ha's out with the pistol! Out with the pistol! Ah. To your left, Hee-Ha. Get him, get him, get him!
Pop, 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 pop.
Why is Hee-Ha always the first one in the combat? Always.
Got an honest face.
Green Science is strong. Green Science is quick and easy. And it's worth 2.5 times what Red Science is. It's a
Two
little bit more
resources you
copper.
already start off with.
It's a little bit less iron. Okay, and Ken is building out the next smelter. Which will feed in here. In there. Yeah, straight in there. No, straight onto that belt for copper. Yep. And that'll feed both red science, also feed in the copper cable to make green circuits. Problem is, Ugg's over here building potentially inserters and belts when really they probably need the other half of the smelter running. Because they do not have enough iron.
His space bar is broken. His space bar is broken, confirmed.
Uh-huh. He's left click too! Oh my god! Horror smelter building speed? It's going up.
That's gonna really hinder his
escape key as well as two or three other keys.
It's gonna hinder your Factorio play right there.
Wow.
All right, yeah. There you go. Bill will be great. Here's your assignment. Take a screwdriver, pop your left click out, and pop your space bar out. Let them go sailing through the air, and then go play Factorio and launch a rocket.
Middle mouse button's not really used much, is it?
It's not middle. No, it's left click. It's the mouse button.
Yeah, you can remap that to middle mouse.
When I say click, no. Middle mouse, I use that a lot. A spare keyboard to hand, right? Yeah.
Kelsec, it is Everlord. Everlord, who's been typing everything with underscores in rather than spaces.
Right. Last match, he said something like
pause underscore please something blah blah blah.
Right. It was 3
Mouse
words.
4 5.
And
There
they
you go.
Separated by underscores.
Underscores.
And I went, what is going on with him and the underscore? And JD said, oh, his spacebar's broken.
Middle click, clear items, and quick launch and zoom. No. Middle click is only for clearing items and setting filters. You could probably live without that.
I don't think so. I use my left click a lot in a Factorio game. I would remap it to something else. I don't know what. I don't know what I would do.
So tells us the same. My left button is fucked. I'd have to had to remap it to a thumb button. See, it's probably better for you RSI wise. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
New mouse? Oh yeah, I would have replaced the mouse ages ago.
I mean, you know, a wired-in keyboard is. I mean, not everybody can afford those $6.50.
Not a smack. Not a smack. No, new drink. The old one's dead.
I mean, as a streamers, I have a backup of just about everything right next to me.
I have... Okay, so potentially I have the whole other machine. And potentially with some config, I could configure the other machine and just swap machines. Or steal mouse, keyboard, yes.
Anything under $20 is replicated, and I have got a spare right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's in a box, ready to go.
Look, I technically have a spare mouse because somehow Sassy played some online game and won a Razer mouse that was shipped to her for free on a mobile game.
I wish my kids were that productive.
No, you have no idea how many hours she spends on mobile games to win a free mouse that costs $20.
Well, positive income for family is a good thing instead of burning through cash. I would love them to have a little bit of intake.
Gemita, you've missed it the last year or so. I've actually lost internet twice, right, chat, in the last year?
Go right to that phone.
Oh, streaming on a phone is data caps. But I've lost internet twice, and
look at all this science on the ground or on the belt, and they had biter threats at one lab.
Yeah, but they don't eat the stuff on the ground.
They don't eat that much.
They eat what's in the lab, so it's actually safer on the ground on the belt rather than in a box.
It's safer on the on the belt than in the lab.
See, I've lost internet and for like a month and borrowed next door's Wi-Fi and kept streaming. I didn't upload any videos because they're massive bandwidth. So I had to go to a friend's place for like 3 months and upload everything. Pied is about to throw 12%. Boom, bang, there, done. Not quite.
We're all using guns so far.
Is Pipe gonna keep grabbing? Because he's so close to 15%. Like another quick throw and he could force them up and into the next category. So yeah, I lost internet and made do for a month.
They need grenades, so they may want to throw those back in. Actually, might be better to throw them back in to force grenades.
But if you're going to force the other team to deal with mediums, what grenades they have, they start getting used very quickly. I have a second low-speed DSL just when my cable strikes, which is not possible without net. I don't have a dedicated internet now, but I changed my mobile plan, which now technically has a data cap, but if I go over it, they just cap it to 1.5 meg per second, which is not enough to stream on, but it's enough to upload videos on.
They throttle you.
Yeah, throttle it way down. But I used to, when I started the channel 5 years ago, my upload speed was 256k. Took 6 hours to upload a YouTube video. That was the fastest internet I could get. They've quadrupled in size. The video's size has quadrupled in size since. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, grenades are up for north at least.
South is just dealing with problems. Small problems.
South's got grenades too. No, that's more north.
No,
that's still north. I scrolled down and I wasn't done with north. That's still on north territory.
Right,
they've got grenades too. I don't know if they're making any, but they've researched grenades.
Loopy, you don't have data caps at all on your mobile? Yeah. On your mobile phone?
Well, it might be throttling. Unlimited doesn't mean unlimited at the speed that advertised.
Okay, on mobile we definitely do. There you go. Same here, no data cap on mobile. That's the thing. I don't on my house internet, but mobile I do. 20 gig, then 5 gigabytes per extra click. Yeah. That's not a cap. That's a. We're just going to charge you the arm, a leg, and then a liver, right, to have unlimited internet. Mine is, I think, 60 gig between me and Sassy, and then unlimited at very, very slow. T-Mobile does not have a cap. Some fair use policy, but you with that 25 gig-ish. Yeah. No extra click is free. Okay. Hey, look, I live in Australia. Everything's backward.
Yeah. Very restrictive. Okay. Guns up here are out of ammo, so as soon as the next attack hits, you're probably gone.
Nah, the one with 40 hit points is gonna save them.
40. No dots. Oh, side attack.
On the right.
Dealing with him. He's got grenades.
Yeah, he's got many damage belts too. Oh, and the pistol still. Why do people still have pistol?
Pop, 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 pop. What's up, Mr. Mycelium?
I have unlimited data on mobile when I got it back when it was first given by Verizon. Verizon got sued because our contract doesn't let them throttle us. Yeah, weird contracts like that. There have been a couple in Australia. There was one on 3G. And Sassy actually had one that was $2 a day. $2 a day, unlimited data. And it was actually unlimited. Pop, 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 so Clan Cam. He just likes going pop, pop, pop. He's gonna he's gonna get a dog anytime now. Pop, pop, pop.
No, it's because pistol sound.
He has put in the wall. He's decided that is my line. That is my defensive line. It should be moved forward 10 tiles.
That's where we're going.
There's not enough room for flamethrowers.
It's pretty. Yeah, he's pretty scrunched.
Darks, what you're describing sounds very similar here to here, JD. Yeah. Australia and New Zealand are very, very close when it comes to internet, how much we get ripped off. Sorry. Yeah. That's $700+ per year. It is. He has friends. He's blocked them off. They won't come anymore.
Medium biter on north. 18.
He has dealt with the problem. He has an air gap. South is turn off their production to get extra iron to flow through. They're pushing out the green science, which is still short on inserters, which is still an iron problem. That and those two inserters are... Oh, no. They're fine marked for decon. Okay. Clutch is setting up a brand new mixed smelter. And Chrono and Piper are getting walls up and running.
Big attack, right side.
Chrono has already got the dragon gums out and running. Do they have armor? They should all have light armor. I haven't seen a steel build go in yet. So all three on north have light armor. And on south... all three have light armor. We need... there we go. C4 started researching heavy armor. South is doing grenade damage. And they already have the heavy armor research. So South needs to get a steel smelter up and running, and then they get some heavy armor cranked out. North, same story. They need to finish the research first, and then heavy armor. Which is that steel. Steel's a bit slow and painful to get. Did they?
Good grenade production from both teams, looks like.
The loop broke.
What's the
coal loop broke on north side.
Can you not see how many grenades they have in their inventory? Not in the summary view. Oh, you can blow it out. Okay, cool. 16, 18. All right, good. Someone's hogging it. Hey-Ha is hogging the grenades. I guess that's okay.
Hey-Ha's at the front. 72 grenades, 18, 16. Yeah, that's heaps.
Supposed to close inventories, you hover over the X.
Is that what it says there?
Click on, yeah. Try to click the button on the right of the team name.
Close inventories of South team.
Red. Oh, that red. Okay, there it is. There's another
supposed to close
X.
inventories. Investigation in progress. Click the button on the right of the team name. Supposed to close inventories.
So somebody's got a K to the supposed-tos. All right. Let's count splitters. I see 1 on south, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, see, this doesn't count. There's no way.
What doesn't count?
There's 5.
What doesn't count?
There's 5 splitters already on Team South.
And
6.
north?
6. This match doesn't count.
And Hee-Ha is just dealing with the problems. And north has how many splitters?
Give me a second. I'm looking. 3. 4, 5. Yeah, 6, I think. So, yeah. This doesn't count.
Sure,
this
sure.
This is not a typical match. It's an outlier. It's an outlier, JD.
Clown's wrong. This is the bottom line. Clown is wrong. I have far too many hours in Factorio. I need a life. A new game. Good news. Dyson Sphere series started yesterday over on the YouTube channel. You should go check out my YouTube channel.
Dyson Sphere?
Dyson Sphere series. Yep. Yep. I want to proliferate everything. And spray everything with my proliferation.
I need to
And
figure out how to run that.
North has an attack on the left-hand side that is through the air gap.
I'm watching them right now. Hey, I was just gonna.
He just wanders up and just
done. All right, good. Right side now. Ugg is gonna go. He needs to leave right now and go engage. Yep, he's got it.
Let's see how it turns out. Look, the spray and the proliferator is very interesting. I did a stream. What night was it? Friday night must have been. And we built a lovely peripheral with it later. An accelerant build.
Do you have a how-to? Do you have a how-to?
I don't yet.
All right. Well, I'll not. I won't watch anyone's how-to until you make one.
Just make the stuff. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard.
I made it, but I want to figure out how to do it. I researched it just, I think last night.
I don't know. I did a 20-minute like everything in the patch video. And it doesn't explicitly cover that one topic, but it just covers the like all the new updates, like the advanced miner and everything else. So I probably briefly covered it there.
Big attack with mediums and Hey-Ha. If he's got enough grenades, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, the gun with 40 rounds is still alive. Okay, now it's
Hanging
dead.
in there.
No, 16 health.
Done.
4 done. Okay. Tyler's ass, how you doing? How you doing, mate?
Good, mate. More throws. 18, 25.
Ken is running. 18. No, Ken's got grenades.
He's be fine. Your teams are trying to get their wall set up. Looks like.
Well, North is doing a good job. South is throwing out the gums and going, nah, we're done. They'll deal with the shit.
South needs to go a little bit farther outward on the walls. Trying to do this curd business is not going to pay.
Has DSB given you autonomous construction bots yet? Or are they still tied to the mech? They're still tied to the mech. But you have blueprints. You have blueprints. And if you get enough research, you can have many, many, many drones. Like, my save from my last playthrough that I didn't delete, unlike Clowntown, has like 35 bots, and they move super fast.
What is your use case for needing autonomous bots?
Like construction bots to dump things down, but you don't need them. You don't need them. Like Icarus has got so many upgrades in my last playthrough that I dumped down a blueprint that was like the size of a full smelter block, and it was just done. South attack, right hand side, coming straight into that mixed smelter that is technically not outputting. In around the walls, tasty smelter. No, they're gonna eat a pipe. No, they're gonna eat the smelter.
They're gonna eat Pied Piper.
Nah, smelter. They started swarming, and then they started moving, and Pipe was like, they're coming for me, I'm going to turn around, throw a grenade, and they didn't go for Pipe, they went for the smelter. So, we have, holy shit, that's a lot of points on the table.
It's logistic bots, not construction bots.
That's a whole different story. I'm okay home with COVID, waiting for a test so I can go back to work. At least get time off work, right? Right? So we have 240,000 points predicted on North to only 130,000 on South. Yeah, my money's on South. My money's on South. People drop big at the end. They're JDTs. Spend them wisely.
I can't remember which one I bet on.
I have no idea.
I guess I'll figure it out.
You'll find out at the end. My money's on South. Because
And
Pied Piper has remembered all the pipes for power.
That's a good sign.
North
Good
has as well,
indicator.
but you know, it's besides the point.
It's a good indicator.
Clutch, stealing attacks again. Yeah, their Smelter Ray is missing power again. So we definitely have a lot of attacks on the right-hand side. Okay, spectator view. Rubble dropped 130,000 points. He's been lucky. He's been repeatedly getting the winning team. His name always shows up. Okay, so there's definitely room for Bitus to get in. Southside, strong side. So dumb we Dutch can't use points in predictions. I know! It's because of gambling laws, and it's like the points are worth nothing. You can't... I think it's because some streamers allow you to cash in a certain amount of points for a gifted sub. And therefore they potentially have a monetary value.
Yeah.
Yeah, my money's definitely on South. Reason being, that
Curve walls.
assembler... No, that assembler doesn't have a recipe. Oh, it's got a recipe now. I fixed it. But they are getting a military build up and running. It's actually outputting. It doesn't have a box to output into, but it's trying its hardest. He has dealing with problems. I know South is putting in straight walls. Slowly.
Well,
Bit by bit.
at 90 degrees, they're perpendicular. Where is...
They're straight. That's the argument.
I mean... It's straighter than the 45-degree base.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Technically, my bus is dead straight.
That was the silliest... That's the silliest thing ever.
I know. It was unique, and that's what I went for. Pretty sure it definitely fits the category of unique.
Yep. Oh, look, he's pulling everything out of the science. He's about to throw Pied Piper.
Yeah, because Ugg just throwed. It's like, you throw, I throw, retaliate throw. Somebody else throw. We're up to 26% already. 28%. Clutch is calling out the radar in the middle of the patch. Beside the dead radar that could. Yeah. Oh, he has got another attack.
The wall. And he killed himself.
That was unfortunate. Alright, steel builds. Do we still steel builds?
And the two made it through that survived.
I don't see a steel build for north. I see a steel build for south.
Where's Heha? Oh, he's at the opposite side.
He was going back for corpse, wasn't he?
No, he went the opposite direction. I thought he was.
No, his corpse is still there.
Yep. Ken and Ugg are rotating over.
He's like, I'm dead. I'm in the base anyway. I'm going to pick up some goodies.
Hello, my friend. Stay a
might be out of
while and
grenade.
listen.
Shalom.
Pulling him all the way back.
Sheshan. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to Battle
trouble.
Battles with me, JD. And
Looking for grenades.
my co-host, Clowntown, who is... Ugg is out of grenades. No, has a grenade.
No, he grabbed some. He grabbed some on the way.
Today, we're shoutcasting Battle Battles. Two teams, duke it out. North side versus south side. North side is having problems, south side is having problems. Chrono is running through the base, bringing the biters with him.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. Pied Piper comes in with the gun! And the grenades. It's like I shot you twice, you didn't die, have a grenade instead. Heavy armor, there we go. So that's what I was looking at. So you've done 29, 29, 29, 26, 20... So it's 50 steel and 100 copper. So they should have enough steel that everybody should have a heavy armor now. On the south side. North side has a dead Heha.
That's no good.
It's really not good. Nor are those miners that they didn't want. Oh, there's their steel build. All the steel is in the smelter.
Doug's rotating over.
Okay, is this Hee-Haw corpse number 3 or 4? Oh, let's count. Gee, your German is awesome. It's close in a completely wrong way. And with the attack dealt with, there's a brand new attack. They need to finish closing up that wall. Hee-Haw needs to get the walls crafted and placed down. It keeps dragging the other members of the team off building. North is smelting their iron plate, and that makes it past the build up there. Yeah, it's only the excess iron that's smelting. 32-28. It's pretty close.
I saw that a bunch. Clutch getting dropped from the game a couple times in the last match too.
Or is he having issues again?
Yes, yeah. Look, he's being dropped from the game at 0
Oh, he is.
bar.
PP. I wouldn't say bits sub in. Clutch lagging hard.
Yep.
Clutch has been dropped
Tea break.
hard. Tea break? As in dinner? Because I'm starving. And there's a cat. I'll be back. Oh, I've got 1 minute. Excellent.
All right. So far, it looks like North has the straightest walls, but is having the worst time keeping the biters out of their base. They've lost the most inside. Bunch of corpses. Hee-Haw's doing a good job, though. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, I was trying. Glad I went and got a snack earlier. Their wall stash looks good. South's grenade stash
Starving, so don't mention
is
food.
also good. It's running at least.
Well, North... So South has a mix of hand-fed and automated grenades. Yeah. Plus a whole bunch of hand-fed grenades. There are grenades on both sides of the base.
We're sitting there, and Clutch is still getting hammered on lag. Look at him; it's blinking in and out.
Yeah. That grenade machine can't output? No, that one cannot output. The one beside the one lab that could on south side. Just above the silo. Yeah, so we go to bed child came outside. She let the cat outside, and the cat's not happy about being outside, wants to be inside.
Cats can't decide. They want to be both.
No. They want to confirm that outside still exists. So, and then after they've confirmed that, they need to then confirm inside still exists. It's like the box. They're going to be inside the box, then outside the box, then inside the box, yeah.
Under 20.
These spikes happen for me on this server.
On this server.
Wasn't Clutch spectating the last match?
He was, and it was still happening.
Was it? I didn't notice.
Yeah, he was dropping in and out on occasion.
Latency 254 now, which is max.
I don't know what. Latency 24. 24 here on 60-60, no jumps. Easy, low buffer. I'm good.
2444. Get some Australian internet. High quality Australian internet. Never has an issue. Unless the server's in Finland. At which point I've got no hope whatsoever.
No space bar. Somebody needs to send Everlord a keyboard. Doesn't have to be fancy.
A keyboard? Hang on. A keyboard or a mouse? Which is more critical?
Yep.
No, I have a spare keyboard, and when this keyboard it has enough, and I replace it, I'm buying 2. Because I bought this one 2 years ago, and I really like a second one to set up on a second PC, so I'm always typing the same style of keyboard, and you can't buy them anymore. Because Razer discontinues stuff all the time.
I just want...
Mouse,
I don't want to do...
on-screen keyboard.
No. Barf. That's the worst. C4 ready? Amazon Basics, $13.02.
I have a Razer Black Widow, which has the extra macro keys that I don't really use. But that's not the point. It's a full-size keyboard.
Amazon Basics.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do. I couldn't do a Basics keyboard. I've done shitty keyboards. Too old for that crap.
Well, better than it's at least better than no space bar. I mean, we're not talking
M1 to 5 to
luxury
left.
here. We're talking necessity. You need a space bar to be...
You don't. As he's proven, he doesn't need a space bar.
I guess he doesn't. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, he didn't need a space bar.
Okay, so we
he played a third of a match and admined 2 of them, refereed 2 of them. So
he's just rebound. Look, at the end of the day, you've seen the speedrunners how they rebound and bind everything. Like everybody knows his space bars rotate because you can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chrono! No, not 2 undergrounds. 1 underground the opposite direction.
And it squeaks. You need. I mean, there's a slight squeak to it. You need to throw some WD-40 on it.
Oh, is there? Is there? I haven't noticed.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a squeak. Oh yeah. I was supposed to tell you my work story.
Your work story? Yeah. Well, that's ship sailed. Can I tell your work story?
You pushed a video to YouTube?
Huh?
You pushed a video to YouTube?
About shoutcasting the thingy bob, and then your work colleague mentioned that he plays Factorio and saw you in the Friday Facts.
He did.
Yes, see, I can do the Cloudhead story.
Yeah, you can. But it was weird. Well, it was a former colleague, and it was a weird deal to see your buddy on the front page of that you did not know streamed. See your buddy on the front page of the Factorio Friday Facts.
Clan needs new stories.
I'll put that for me.
Make a note. New stories for Clowntown. Alright, so we've got 2 garbage smelters. That's a really odd garbage smelter.
I do have an ear for squeaky doors and hinges and squeaky stuff.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. And nothing in my house squeaks.
He's lubed up everything.
As soon as it does, I'm sprinting and pulling the cap off my WD-40, and we're gonna go get it done. Yep, nice and quiet.
I have a very old house where I'm pretty sure every hinge squeaks.
That's easy.
Every hinge.
Hinges are easy.
No. I've sprayed them. They start squeaking again within like 3 months.
Yeah, you got to get after them.
You know.
If you really want, you get some of that what's called the silver stuff you put on your garage door openers. Silver lubricant.
Okay. WD stocks for lubrication.
That's the good stuff.
Silicon lubricant is generally the best. WD is based on kerosene. Not good.
Yeah, WD-40 is just for common household stuff. But
nah. WD-40 is based on kerosene. It's generally bad. Okay.
Kerosene.
Yeah, kerosene bad. If you get the silicon one, you can spray it on the walls and everything. You don't have to clean it up. It's good. It's good.
No, your kerosene. You just want to put some like underneath your eyes, like the eye black, like football players do.
Silicon is for plastic and low temperature. That's one that can be in your hand. Put Tech 7 on it and never squeak again. Lithium for metal and high temperature. Okay.
Lithium. That's what I'm talking about. Yep.
Okay. Alright, so North has finally enclosed in their walls with a special extra heavily defended top right-hand corner. They have... They're building out their 40 green science build with multiple splitters. Multiple splitters.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at splitter. This is not a... We can't... We shouldn't count. We shouldn't count this match. So
yeah, sure. And South is going for walls, and I don't know. That's mixed belts of garbage. What are they going to do with mixed belts of garbage?
I like their
military.
I like their stone build.
Having said is just grab all the crap and throw it in. Yes, it's a perfectly acceptable solution.
I don't know that they need this part up here. Those extra 6 smelters.
The 6 that don't have inserters for output.
I got them.
The wrong 6. The wrong 6. The far right. Those 6.
Oh yeah. Those. He's got it now.
Yeah. It's push moisture out really. It contains very little lubrication, but it doesn't a pinch. Sparkle! How you doing, Sparkle? Sparkle is Chrissy, variety streamer, zombie enthusiast. When she says zombie enthusiast, she's not a fan of zombies and having her brains eaten. She likes playing zombie games. Just that clarification. But if you came here for skill, you came to the wrong place. That much I can confirm. I really, really recommend you give Sparkle a follow because
is it fast zombies or thriller zombies?
Well, there's not that many dancing zombies in games.
Thriller zombies, man.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while.
Digital Onyx, thank you for the follow. Then she needs to play Project Zomboid. Sparkle has Zomboid, don't you? Looklet! How you doing?
Yeah. One of my biggest claims to fame, JD, you may not know this about me, I could teach the thriller dance.
Oh my god.
That's how good I am.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
This is something you're proud of.
I can teach the thriller dance.
You're proud of this.
Awesome.
Can you moonwalk? This is the big question. I mean, if the zombies can do thriller, the winner. I do not have Zomboid yet. No. Oh. I've seen people play it. Look, want more cats in her life?
North has issues. I think they ran out of grenades and they let some through. Hayhouse went over to help.
No, I think there was just a hole in the wall. Sparkle doesn't need cats. Sparkle has. Oh, Ug's out with a pickaxe.
Yep, I saw it. He's
got
good.
the kill in. Sparkle's due soon, isn't she? Oh, and we got Laura Llama here. How you doing? How you doing, Mama Llama? I can't remember when Sparkle's due. It's soon. It's soon. I remember that much. Not the end of April. That's soon!
April. That's pretty soon. It's not near enough time.
Do you feel like a house yet? Or are you just still like whale size? I'm breaking it in. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. So, Laura was playing Warhammer, and Sparkle was playing Darkest Dungeons. Okay. Sparkle. Whilst Chrono deals with the biters on the left, how many of chat died during Darkest Dungeon? That's the important question.
Darkest Dungeon is so brutal. I'm
just mad because my baby is river dancing on my bladder. It's fine. You take bio breaks in streaming, right? I took one last night after 5 hours, 4 hours. Still playing League, so I'm lurking. Okay. 2 mods died today. Oh, the mods deserved it. Ehud deals with the biters in the north. Pop! Oh no, he's going to stare at them first. And then shoot them.
I think they did their explosives. 1. They did explosives 1.
Well,
not 2.
North has power problems, which looks like it's just a lack of steam turbines. They all have their required pipes. No, they got coal.
No, they got coal.
In the north. There's just not enough of them. But they also have oil up and running. With 4.2k in the tank. South also has oil running with only 1.3 in the tank. So they're a little bit behind. But they do have dragon's gums.
Yep, and I like that this is the first team we've seen today that has North has
Thank you for the raid.
Their oil. And closed all of their builds. Everybody else tried to build through them or too close to them.
Enjoy the river dancing baby in the bladder. Pause! PP. It's PP time. I'm asleep. I'll enjoy that. Well, it's 10 a.m. here. Kenoga also has FPS issues. Wow.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a snack. BRB.
I'm hungry. You suck. Get me a snack too. He took over his headphones. He didn't hear me. Good night, Sparkle. Thank you for the raid again. In my defense, one of my mods was sacrificed because of an event I wasn't prepared for. So it was intentionally killed off the mods. Don't know if that gets you out of trouble. We trust in your skills. Pause will kill me. $28 spare hit points. Multiple attacks? Yeah, multiple attacks coming in at south. Multiple attacks. And their garbage smelter is grenades. Military. Big military build. But it was preventing me from having something to eat. I skipped lunch so far. Some will be after this ends. Whenever that happens. Depending on pauses, in theory, an hour and 20? I had toast before I started. And then the second match was meant to be at 8, so it'd be over by 10, like now. And then I was planning on going and having a nap for 2 hours. That failed. Clown's back and eating on stream.
Trail mix.
So Chrono might have a small issue. Do you run through the spit and hope that another pile doesn't come, or do you change direction? He's got 28 spare hit points. He's fine.
He's in mid-decision.
Like the grenades in the air, it should mostly kill all that. Windows update. Oh! Perfect. Did you shout some spoiling game info into the ground? Into the game? No. Chrono said, pause will kill me, rip. And I said, you've got 29 hit points. That's like 28 spare hit points. I mentioned that to Ozzy about a streamer that eats on stream. Ozzy had a chuckle about it, yeah. We all know which streamer eats on stream, don't we, Clowntown?
What was it, Ozzy?
Yeah, I saw the mouth clear before he unmuted. The server's a Linux machine? Yeah.
$13 keyboard. Let's see if I can get Everlord's address. I'll send him one. Oh no, this keyboard is shitty right here. No, pass.
Armageddon is what happened last match when the evolution goes through the roof.
Still took 30 minutes, so.
Aussie's in stream, but switched off his cam. Ah, okay. Jetty should know better than planning for sleep when streaming is part of it. Yeah. Oh, they are enabled. Okay. That evolution is mostly from science. We have a passive evo of... It doesn't give me the breakdown. But like, there's 2,000 green packs thrown on both teams, and there's bugger all anything else by the passive. So
South's ready.
Most of it.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and
Straight
listen.
walls save lives. North is in command.
Chrono is super ready. He's got the keyboard, the buttons, the W, A, S, or D. One of them is smashed really hard. He's going to push his way through the keyboard. And a fish in the other hand. Hope for the best. Like Aussie's in on the stream, switch off the cam. No, damn, that evolution from science. What's the server update? Oh, server update is... What? Server update? No? W? You reckon up? Up's probably the safest. Probably.
Chrono's ready to go. Big Ken said Ugg was in the toilet.
I
don't know if he was in the toilet or in the room. Report unclear.
No idea. No idea. Streamers are ready, except for Clown, who's eating.
What is ready?
WD, to go WD as soon as it unpauses and back and forth. Yeah, going WD and WA is really hard. WD, up, down. And then go...
No. Right.
I just go straight up. Up.
I sure hope these cough drops don't cause cancer or something, because I've...
You'll probably be fine. Up and wiggle. Straight up. 3, 2...
Oh,
24 hit points, 21 hit points. Oh, he made it!
Nope. Oh, he fished.
He fished. Okay, Clutch and Pied Piper come over to save Chrono, who's decided he's safer on the outside of the walls. He's surrounded on the outside of the walls.
Yep, he went outside.
And he went back inside.
Back inside.
I'm screwed no matter what. I'm back outside.
Uh-oh, Clutch is on his heels.
He needs to deal with what's clumped around the wall right now.
Piper's over
Before it breaks
to
up.
help out.
Biter's made it through the wall. Biter's made it through the wall multiple times. Like, North has got a nice wall in. South has got a
wall?
An attempt at a defense. Attempted a dog's leg defense.
All right, so North is has set up for
That's gonna be engines.
flamethrowers. They have one of those garbage smelters. No.
No. Their engine build's gonna be right there.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
So I got a decent amount of steel that's gonna feed it, and that's gonna be their engine build, and flamethrowers tacked on the end.
Yep. Ugg's gonna do it right now.
And okay,
Two belts right along there.
They've made
Engines.
a crap ton of pipes. North also has a running path. That's a big thing.
Yep. Even on Evolution, just about. But you can tell wall management, man. South is not having near as easy a time as North is. Again, setting up oil.
North is prepped for Flamer. Yep. Pied Piper has to deal with friends again. Like,
Right side.
South has way lower threat. They should have the easier match.
Well,
No, they all
because
have heavy armor.
they're getting attacked. Uh-oh. Someone down?
They all have heavy armor. No. No.
Who was handling that? Where's Heha? Oh, there he's in the corner. Oh,
far left.
okay. Heha's nice straight walls are getting mangled by Ken.
That's fine. He's just trying to pre-thicken them up.
Yeah, Ken says, "Come fix your walls."
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Not dealing with shit.
I got stuff to do. All right, so Ugg dealt with that.
Well, I don't see. So North has gone with craft your own damn walls. They've got the stone furnaces up and running, and they are smelting. But they've gone with a craft your own damn walls because it's a half a second craft. It's not a long one.
It's not a big deal. Yeah, I'm not I ain't mad at it. Oh look, now they threw it in there. There we go. They just threw down some handcraft machines.
I need a bit more steel.
Oh, right side, left side. Nobody.
Right side, left side, top side, bottom side.
Ken's going.
Lob lob. 2 grenades. 1, 2, solved. 1, 2.
They need to. It's a lot of military to get that extra explosion upgrade. Might be worth it.
Yeah, no, 2 is really where it is. North power issues? No.
They've only done 1.
Their power's borderline.
Yeah, it's dipping into the yellow.
North, no.
It was a minute ago.
Okay. Well, it's fine now. Hee-haw, lobbing grenades. As soon as he's done with that pile, there's another pile to the right. So, North needs to get flamers up and running.
Yep.
So then they don't have to have a player, or more often than not, 2 players dealing with defense. There are 3 flamethrowers built, 4 flamethrowers built. Those pump jacks have friends.
Out. Very close.
They threw it all into the second layer. He's confused. He
yet.
doesn't know which wall to bit to buy. 2 players. 2 players. With a good portion of overkill.
Oh.
Problem is, so that was Ken's side of the base. He has come over to deal with it. And now there's an attack on the top left, which is 1 wall thick at best.
Yep. Doug's going. Sacrifice the body.
Ugg fed 1,000 packs. I think
Yep.
somebody forgot to empty the boxes for a little while. What was 1,000 packs worth? 4%.
Hey, fire.
Fire solves all the problems, including the players.
Yep.
So, South now has the problem on their oil side. There's an attack come in. It's mostly spitters, so it's like 2 grenades done. But again, Chrono has to run all the way over here to lob 2 grenades. 3 grenades? 4 grenades? Everybody's dead? Excellent. Nope, there's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's not Ghost Wall. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Excellent. Nope, there's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an alive one. Is that Ghost Wall? No, it's still an South making engines. Yes, they will make engines. They haven't made engines. That guy still can't output.
Yep, military is a couple military off the line for South. They're going to get into it. That's good. Another 500. That'll take them to tied, 41.6, 41.8.
Yeah, 2%.
They may hit big biters at the same time as they're racing to kind of get up to oil.
Well, North has flamethrowers and oil. South has oil.
Well, they don't have. North has a couple spots defended, not everywhere.
Oh,
Maybe
South. Two attacks coming in same time.
Maybe they're doing it like the old pillboxes. You get an attack, throw flamers. Get an attack, throw flamers.
No, it's
Piper needs help.
Somebody left a gap in the wall.
Left.
They went around.
Yeah.
The gap may or may not have been there originally, but it's definitely there now.
Back on the right side. Clutch is going over there to engage.
So, do I think it could go in Armageddon? No, it could be an hour and a half slugfest. It could go Armageddon. It could go either way.
Weedall, that's the theory, is that straight walls are easier to manage. Also, so you can do this pathing, so you can speed along them.
The pathing, yes. It's also easy to defend a straight wall with flamethrowers. Or you need to go all out and go like castle parapets and have ins and outs and everything and use 3 times the amount of flamers.
Piper needs some help. He's dragging him through the base a little bit.
He's
his gun on the silo.
Blowing up bits of the base. Slowly. One grenade at a time.
One left. Eating that rock. Chrono killed by Chrono.
Well, that was probably a grenade. Probably a grenade.
Drain was too much for him to bear.
North has fire. North has plenty of fire. Plenty of fire. Speaking of fire, how much more fire do they have? They have another 7? I think South is in a defending loop.
If North can lean on him a little bit, get South up over 50. Now it's time to do it.
Well, okay, so North has gone for green science, big green science build. Okay, they've then
They throw now. Look at all that's in their inventories. Yep, a lot of green to your point, and then got some military.
So North has gone for big green and then a temporary military build that they're basically hand feeding, and
Monster military bus right there. Look at that. Look at that bus.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Bus.
What the hell is that? What is that
They're
doing?
researching.
What is that doing? I know what I'm
up
doing.
and on.
I have
Feeding some more.
No idea what I was doing.
Unless he's going to turn that line into something new.
Maybe make a jump to military, but like,
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah. You got. Yeah.
All right, North attack left. So North went green science, and then from green science, they sort of went flamethrowers. They're a little bit behind in Evo because they've pivoted to flamethrowers. They went offense then defense. South went science, not as big a science build. And then they've pivoted across to military to catch up and close the gap. But they haven't really done a lot about defense apart from grenades. And grenades are great and all, but they're very manual.
Yep.
And
just broke oil right where my ping is.
sometimes when you're defending, it involves players having time on their back. Having a break, because sometimes your legs get tired. Like, I sat down for a couple of minutes because my legs were tired. Occasionally, players do the same bottom battles. They just have a break. And now I want a Kit Kat.
Look at that oil again.
Has South not got flamethrowers done? Shit, they don't even have flamethrowers researched.
Really?
Really?
You got oil? Oh, yeah. Okay, they're working on it.
Look, they got the steel up and running. They're making engines. There's going to be a couple of engines when the time it actually gets up and running, but they don't actually have the research.
They might get through. They got through. And they died on the way through.
Okay. Woo. Clutch of grenades and problem solved. Pizza, Kit Kats, kebabs, food.
Nobody's over there. Where is
a mint Kit Kat?
Look at where Ken is.
Oh. He went for a hike and we missed it.
And then there's a big hole in the wall right where Ken was.
It's not a hole. It's a path. It's a maze. Okay. This is how you play tower defenses, clown. You give the the creeps a maze through that they're going to work their way through to take as much damage from your towers as possible.
Gymcraft. Have you played Gymcraft Tower Defense?
No.
Jim, I'm gonna put this in here. Look, I'm just gonna send this out there. You can take it. You can send it right back. Gymcraft. Go look that up on Steam and wishlist it. Throw it on sale. Tower Defense, man. I put my name on it.
Gymcraft Frostborn Wrath on Steam.
Yep, that's the one.
$13.
Wishlist. See? Download.
$13, and then you look it up in Australian bucks.
No.
So it turns into $19. Yeah.
You know, throw it on wish list. Let it go on sale. Believe me now. Hear me now. Believe me later.
No, you don't mean. Hang on, Clowntown. You're a content creator. You're an influencer. You don't mean send them a message and say, "Can I get a press key? Because I'd love to play this on stream."
Oh no, I already bought it. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Gymcraft's my jam. Believe me now, simulator.
Just looks like a tower defense.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the greatest tower defense.
Doesn't look anything special.
The number of things that you can upgrade in that is amazing. Tower defense is all about the upgrade, and as you know, one of my favorite things about a video game, upgrading.
Is the upgrade button?
+1.
You know, Factorio doesn't really have a +1 button, right?
It's all about upgrading.
Factorio does not
Belts,
have a +1.
Inserters.
Inserters have 3 levels. The yellow one, which we don't use, the blue one, and the green one.
Big time. Oh, I'm my wizard level Sisyphus is. I think I'm like at 121. I think. Okay. Long way to go. So just getting into it. It's really good.
Okay. Now I have a dozen tower defenses that I've been meaning to play or have played a little bit, but I like a tower defense. I like a tower defense that's multiplayer or something with a twist.
Oh, this one gives you a twist.
Actually, one I wouldn't mind playing is
Sanctum 2.
Yeah, Sanctum 2.
That one gave me.
Hello, my friend.
Like motion sickness.
Stay a while and listen.
Weird one graphically.
Nikor Productions. Nikor Productions. Thank you for the follow.
Thanks, dude. They made more
Hello,
Sanctum
my
games.
friend.
Nah, is it
Stay a
Sanctum
while and
the Copy
listen.
Stain guys?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is, right? Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
I think it's follow as well. Yeah, they did. Sanctum 1 was a hit. And then they did a silly game called Goat Simulator, which was massive for some reason. I don't understand it at all.
I don't understand it. Yeah.
And then they did the third game that started with S, and there was much hype for Sanctum 3, because they did 1, then 2, then Goat Simulator, and it turned out to be satisfactory. There was more hype, and much disappointment that Sanctum 3 wasn't a thing. Sanctum is one of my favorites for the mix of the playstyles. The only thing, I remember playing Sanctum 1, and I had no idea it was Sanctum 1 until after Satisfactory came out. There's a small attack in the north that's on the wrong side of the walls.
I'm watching them. I'm watching an unattended. No, there was no fire and no attendance.
Yeah. Hang on, how many flamethrowers are there?
They're gonna lose like 4
0
flamethrowers here.
Because they're all in He-Ha's inventory. Because nobody put them down for defense. So yeah, I played Satisfactory, and then looked up Coffee Stain's history, and then found Sanctum. I'm like, oh, that was the name of that game, because I was playing on my brother's Steam account years ago.
Soothing is not the word I would choose, DevJock. How you doing?
What's the best wall defense setup for a casual game on mic? Turrets keep getting spitters, but they're out of range. Lasers. Lasers. Nickel Productions. Lasers.
Yep.
Or like head over to my YouTube channel. Maybe Stinson knows the command off the top of his head. There's 2 things. There's a bunch of tips and tricks on my YouTube channel, but there's also my Let's Play, my definitive guide to Factorio. In there, I would have covered defenses thoroughly.
There you go. That was a great defense. Speaking of great defenses, Pied Piper and the first couple of flamethrower turrets down. First big wave just melted because of the fire.
Yeah, in the north, they threw the wall again. It's the air gaps they have. Who knows? It was a year ago. I know it was over a year ago.
You ramp up some wall. See now, nice juicy thick wall.
Download 72. Oh wait, you do YouTube? I do more YouTube than I do Twitch. Twitch. Tips. Nope. Guide. Let's just try random commands. No, it's not guide either.
Yeah, C4 may get north may get to 50% first. Have to start dealing with big biters.
It's pretty close.
But see, the wall factorio has to go to north still. Nice and straight, 4 deep.
API, BB points, comfy, event, games.
Uh-oh.
Haha. Alright, the command you want, it's not the exact command, but it's close enough, is ! hidden menu. You type in ! hidden menu, it'll give you the playlist. At least it'll put you in the right direction. For the that's the tips and tricks playlist, I believe.
Hidden menu. Is that the rest?
The rest menu. Yep.
Yep.
Rail.
Mine was top 10 things I wish I knew earlier, and the rest was on one of them. It was one of my 10.
I think maybe a lot of the Factorio commands were ripped out.
I'm watching these attacks come in, and I'm waiting for one of them to break through because North's just kind of conceded that most of their walls are going to be unattended for a long time before they.
Oh, North's got some fire in. Let's see how that deals with things.
And does pretty well. 50 cross 50 south. Oh, they're eating oil.
Automation, smelting, splitting off the bus, blueprints.
Ken says, gosh darn it, drat, they ate our oil.
Oh really? The tank went?
Well, the one he walked all the way out here
for. Oh really?
is demolished. Yeah, look, he's having to redo it.
Well, he didn't get the pipes in the first place. No, I think the commands have been stripped. Sorry, I cannot find the exact command for the definitive guide, but there is a playlist on YouTube. Definitive guide to Factorio. I basically did every part of Factorio you can think of, step by step, and covered the fundamentals. Big blinder for South.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 fires. 11 fires. You've made 10, you've made 9, so they should have 19 total, plus any they've handcrafted. They should have handcrafted a few by now.
True.
And North is fairly well flamed up.
I used to warn everybody about Factorio. I just said, look, because they would wander in and they would say, I was thinking about getting this game. Should I buy it? And my answer was no. What you should do instead is immediately go out and get some illegal street drugs and start using those instead. It will have a lesser impact on your life.
On your life, yeah. No. Mine's simple. Like I've spent 10,000 hours playing this game. Had I actually put that into a hobby or anything else, I would have a skill right now that I could use that would be profitable.
Yeah. Cheap drug.
I would have. I'd have something that I would not be like an apprentice or an okay at. I'd be a master. I'd be a master builder.
Yeah.
What we had to pause.
Right. God dang it! What are we pausing for?
Ken is lagging hard. Why is Gabrielle not fixing this? Holy crap! There's a lot of oil in that pipe. They need a second tank! Is Factorio good? Yes, that's the problem.
That's the problem. That's the issue and the problem. Hey, Hank. What's up, mate?
I think the server's lagging. UPS was low when the FPS was low. Yeah, but it's FPS related summers. Okay.
His spacebar is well in hand.
I'm sliding everything now. I'm good.
Everlord has to do the underscore, which is hilarious. Whoever was in chat that spotted that, kudos, man. That's funny. Oh, his spacebar's broken. It's like, yeah, his spacebar and his left click. Oh my goodness. How do you play Factorio with a broken left click? I guess you got to remap it.
You'd have to remap it by like button 4 or 5.
Yeah, you got to go thumb. You got to go thumb click.
Yeah, that's
right.
Fine.
And then he said his escape key. So how does he leave the game?
Alt F4.
Yeah, he's got
obviously the Alt works and the F4 works.
He's got to Alt F4 out of there, right? Right, and then hotkey the save, and he's like 2 or 3 other keys.
Oh, look, this is what F13 to 24 was invented for. Okay, when you need some spare keys.
Yeah, Everlord. If Everlord ends up, if he streams again, I'm not sure what his streaming schedule. Yeah, go throw him a sub and go throw him some PayPal. Hit him up with some Dogecoin or something. Get him a new keyboard. Ask him for Amazon wish list, but try and see if you can get him to write something on his body first, and then throw his wish list up there.
Oh, okay. You have no command tutorial either. I never had. Okay.
No, we don't have any lag issue.
No,
good.
No, not an issue whatsoever. If the Australian doesn't have an issue, then we're fine.
Nobody needs to whine. Yeah, there's no whining.
Yeah,
Australian's fine. Everybody else is fine. That's your bellwether. That's your leading indicator.
Yeah. You have no combat tutorial command. I never had. No, I was looking for the Factorio, the Factorio fundamentals video.
It's this guy, Everlord. I don't think he streams though.
Placeless.
Well, he'll stream, but it's not.
Tips and tricks for new and returning players. Yeah, no, I'm looking for the Factorio 1.0. That's the one.
Ever underscore Lord. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Ever underscore Lord. I think that's right. Hey, Steely, will you go check that link? Make sure it's him.
What's the
It was
in-game
Factorio,
time?
I mean.
I don't think the in-game time works.
1:27.
So I have like 20 minutes pause time again.
Yep, that's
That's
him.
the
He's on
1.0
now.
list.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, ever underscore Lord. Oh, he's streaming now. There you go.
Okay, so that's the
Follow button.
Factorio fundamentals. Factorio definitive guide. There we go. I remember.
Got a space bar. It's busted.
So who was that? Somebody said...
He does stream in French, so he may...
Jetty needs a cheat sheet for his own bot
say
commands. I do.
merci instead of thank you.
I looked him up. I have Nightbot. I had Nightbot up, which has all the commands. But the problem is, it doesn't display very well.
Yeah, that's the guy. Thanks, Steely.
It reminds me how a random key on my keyboard drops input every few months to mess with me. Download also needs a new keyboard. It randomly drops in every couple of months and out.
And again, remember, that's Fire Razor telling us what's going on.
Can't sub to him, not
Everlord's
affiliated.
Keyboard.
You can throw in bits.
Yeah, you can throw in bits.
But then you got to wait for the payout. So he's got to go over 100 for a payout. Which for some non-affiliates may never happen, and Twitch is perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, big spitter.
And who was it? Somebody said they're in... MV Hang. I mean, supply chain management. Factorio helps develop strategic thinking skills. Yes, it does. That's the playlist. Stinson found the playlist. Did he? Yeah. The Factorio 1.0, the definitive guide. That's the playlist I recommend. Can't throw bits, Jetty. Really? Why not?
By the way, just to give credit here, Everlord is the kind of the brainchild of this whole tournament and the server and the rules and all of that business. Set it all up. He did an amazing amount of work. So he's a good egg just for giving us this platform. It's really great.
All right. I now have a playlist on screen. One of the screens. Bits require affiliates as well. Can only donate. Oh, there you go. I thought you could throw bits to non-affiliates.
Oh, Pilero.
I don't know. It's been years. So, who was it asked? Nikor Productions. You want Factorio 1.0, the definitive guide. That's the name of the playlist. You want episode... They're really hard. Episode 7, Military Science and Combat Drones. Probably going to cover what you want. Along with... Episode 14, More Steel and Lasers. Probably going to cover the things you want.
One follower for goal.
Am I? Really? I can't see it. It's so tiny. Oh, yes! 4799! Hit the follow button! Get us to the goal!
It is. It's always a player in that follows. It's always a player in.
Oh, and episode 15, a great wall. And I didn't make the biters pay for that wall. I did that in a different series.
It's going to be great. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, no, I made the biters pay for the wall. Oh, we've got chem plants going, and we've got refineries going in. North's going for refineries. They have a neat
Yeah, they were
base.
going for blue in their science. They had straight through blue, and then they went trying to go for some explosion upgrade. They got some red.
Yeah, they got red circuits. They're putting in the refineries now. I think maybe, possibly.
Stop sending your Everlord viewers to Spacebar. For Spacebar. Why? He needs a Spacebar, man.
Was that in Bite of Hell? Yeah, in Bite of Hell, I made the biters pay for the wall. They paid for the wall hard. It was built from biter corpses. So North, I think, just needs more flamethrowers.
Let's say China.
Watch it. Trump will attempt to sue you, or put in a what is it?
A
No, not a wall. A cease and desist. You'll get a cease and desist.
He sent me, he sent me 3 letters. 2 of them in 2017, and no, 1 of them in 2017, and then 2 in 2020.
Cease and desist.
And they were, no. He sent me three letters personally. They were giant tax refunds.
Oh yeah.
And the way he does it, I know personally because I received a personal letter. It was signed Donald J. Trump, of course. It was for, hey, this is the great stuff we're doing, and thanks for paying your taxes. Here's a little something back, whatever. And then on the second 2, he gave it a shot of cologne, like a little bit of Stetson, and then he put on some mauve lipstick, and then kissed it, and then folded it up, sent it to me, wax sealed it, so it was for my eyes only. So it was a big check. Because I paid a bunch of taxes, but then he gave a ton of it back, so it was great.
It's not called buying votes at all. Actually,
I mean,
we had the same thing happen here in Australia. Where
see,
one of the governments,
You just said
went and turned around and gave every single
insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Yeah.
At no point in your rambling
That's
incoherent
Happy Madison, or Billy
were you
Madison.
even close to anything that could be
The
considered
longest
rational
goddamn.
thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points.
that is
And may
too
God have
long.
mercy on your soul.
I know. Yeah, that's why it costs so much. And Steely loves playing it. All right, so one of the governments sent you like
They said every. So it was. We're not doing good things for schools, and that's why they were losing the run for re-election, right? So what they did is they took the funding they were going to put towards schools, and they gave every parent who has kids $50, a check for $50.
I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah. Except they cost several $1 billion, which they didn't put into schools. But every parent got $50, and they got voted back in. I'm like, what?
Well,
it just means you're a school non-contribution that they ask you politely to pay for, which they force you to pay for, basically, went up by $50.
Yep.
Because they know you got $50. Yet North is pretty good. They're pretty much covered.
They're in good shape. I'm watching for the big biters that come in.
Only thing they really need. Oh, they got big biters coming in right now. They need more flamethrowers, and they need a second tank, because they're actually adding oil very quickly.
Yep.
Wow, how stupid. They're going to take it back off you in tax. Oh, no, it was tax-free. It was tax-free. It's $50 tax-free. $50 tax-free. But yeah, stupid. North did let the Bidens have a
They
play.
got 22K. Look at that. You're right. They got 22K in oil. That's a lot. Riding high on the oil.
This pipe here has a window, and we can see it's flowing in, and the pipes are up to 90. So, pump. If you put a pump in there, you'd probably half fill a tank.
Yep.
With just what's in the pipe. And South has flamers, but they need more flamers. They need a lot more flamers.
I like this. Sulfur and plastic build. You go straight in there.
Yeah,
and there's the blue.
that's very simple, very easy to build, very neat.
But where's the sulfur going? It's gonna.
They'll split it off with an underground and sideload it.
Well,
straight into a blue.
We gotta hurry up because they're about to back up.
No, it's fine. We're paused. It's not gonna back up. We're paused. 50 Australian bucks, like 4 real dollars. Hey, Australian dollar dues not worth quite that much. They're only worth like 3 real American dollars, not 4. You're still gonna get taxed on it in some way. I know. Donation sent. Chimitar, there you go.
Clutch is leaving. Clutch is done. He's leaving. Bits is gonna jump in.
All through 3 hours past game time.
So it's Chrono Bits pipe today. It's not Mystic Clutch pipe.
It's yeah. Well, is it?
Chronobits pipe.
No, Bits Chronopipe?
Bits Chronopipe. Maybe so.
Yeah.
Well, Clutch. Yeah, Mystic. But inventory and boxes, no. Should have thought of that beforehand. Just disconnect. That's right. Yes. The swap, right? Mystic Amber.
Oh, Mystic's joined. Maybe we should leave more time between games. I don't think it just started that late.
That's how it shook out.
The admin steal inventory? Yeah, maybe.
Let's go.
It's very speedrun. There's not a lot of speedrunning going on, but yeah.
Mystic or Bits?
Bits taking his place. Mystic's gonna sit in and be the coach.
Ooh.
Vegeta, holy shit, dude.
Look at those subs.
10 gifted subs. 2 rash shirt. I'm high life. Cap 10. Sparks cross one.
Thorin Gold.
Thorin Gold. Yeah. Raw. Riffle Holloway. Toben.
Like a boss.
You're awful at this. Elrix, Fact D End, and Role Model. Thanks very much. Make sure you give a tip the cap to Vegeta for those.
Vegeta! It's Vegeta! Have you not watched Dragon Ball Z? It's Vegeta!
No. Dragon Ball Z is awful.
Dragon Ball Z is awesome!
It's a bunch of people yelling, 9,000!
Exactly! And it's 20-minute episode where they spend 10 minutes talking about fighting and then 3 minutes fighting and then come back next episode for more, at which point they spend 10 minutes talking about the previous fight that they had for 3 minutes and then 3 minutes fighting and then the episode's over.
Awful. Right, that's what I mean. I tried to get through 3 of them. And I just went, what is it? I don't even care about any of this.
Kayan can burn in fire for that comment. Unlucky Glover, I like you. I like you.
Heretic, yeah.
Oh, you've been spending an entire episode charging up for an attack. True, I did.
Now chat comes alive like, oh.
Ooh.
I'm on Clowntown side for this. Yuri, you're out. You're out.
All right, unpause. Here we go.
Let's go.
Bits is in. Mystic Amber is now the coach.
Like a boss.
Failed. Bits has nothing.
That's fine, but it didn't unpause, did it? No one can move? Oh,
Like a
no!
boss.
This has been tested and tested again. Players have been unfrozen. Game paused by Everlord. Players and biters have been frozen. No. Clutch inventory here in any box.
Vegeta, are you you have Dragon Ball Z poster right now on your wall?
Vegeta.
But do you have?
Catlin, I'm also in Clowntown side for this. Oh god. Okay, Bits.
What's the
has
guy's name?
nothing. Bits has nothing.
You have a Super Saiyan poster on your wall. You have Goku.
I'm guess not going to keep his sub going. Well, there you go. There you go. Clown lost a sub. Because he ripped into Dragon Ball.
Gohan or... What is this? Pause again.
Yeah, they're still sorting out inventories.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Well, there we go. Well, so we had Isomar, which I may have missed, following 20 minutes ago, along with Gabriella, whatever. I'm good at pronouncing names. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Hitting that special goal. Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciated.
All over 400.
What's the next one?
400.
We add another. We add another 100. We go in here. I click start new goal. It auto completes to 4,900. We click start button and it resets. And then we go for another 100. Another 100. I really wish I could just say 0 out of 100 rather than being, because it's a Twitch thing. The goal thing's a Twitch thing, and it's just it's total of total, of current of total. What we just open person's inventory, put it all into into your personal inventory, and then back. Thank you, Gamb. Let's go with Gamb. Might need to turn off debug. Oh my god. Please somebody fix that.
What is going on?
Hey! Debug false. Okay. He turned on 2 debugs and forgot to turn them off. They added a per stream setting? I don't think so. If you want a new count for subs, that exists. Correct, but not for followers.
Screw these.
Pete, I step away to make supper and deliver supper to my sick child. Must have missed something. Yeah, we've sat and pause around. Alright, for another 10 minutes. Oh, Ken Ogre threw down a pump for you. There's a pump!
I saw.
It just needs a tank. It needs a tank. Oh, Piper. Bathroom break. There we go. Hee-ha. Off for about back in a sec as well. There we go.
Wide world of sports is going on here.
What is going on? Why is...
It's Paulsville.
Fire razors.
Paulsville. Okay.
Well, at least this time I'm not sick. One of the long... Right. No.
Okay, back
We
ready.
didn't win. There is no way. There's no way he got there and washed his hands. He must have cathetered. There's no way.
The bucket
He's
underneath
got
the table.
Bucket.
Hey,
Need a bucket.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
Patriots level shenanigans with these players.
Soon a month or 3. ADH decides to be download. Look, you click the follow button, you get the notifications, come jump on Discord, you want more, you head over YouTube, you know, there's always Zombie this year, yeah, it's a Zombie Sassy. I definitely don't normally stream at this time. I normally start 12 hours before this Friday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But then Butter Battles are on and we stream with Clowntown and oh my god, it's 11 AM.
These are usually 40-minute matches, everybody. Last time it went, like we went into, I was sick as hell, and we went into extra innings.
That was last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last weekend. Couldn't
Yeah.
that have been a 21-minute match? It'd been great.
And a slap for reading that out loud? Nah, she's super energetic. I can see it. And something's gone wrong already.
All right, watching the timer now.
Oh, 24 out of 24k. There's a second tank. And that pipe
Second
is
tank with a
empty.
pump.
Went from 90 to 30.
2 attacks on the north wall, nobody there.
My sick child is watching. Hello, sick
Pause.
child.
God damn it!
Oh my god!
My God.
Well, the pipe's down to 15k. He doesn't have armor, gun, or ammo.
God damn it.
Okay. Make some.
According to the GUI, he doesn't have anything. Oh no, he does. He just doesn't have gun ammo.
This could totally be a drinking game.
One drink for every pause.
It'd all be sloshed. Luke Skywalker whines.
Okay, big butters in the north. Big butters in the north, on the wall. They're through the first air gap. Oh no, we're paused. Okay, what's South doing? Nothing. Where's their oil tank? They're at 14k. Oh my god.
Just alakazam in some items.
I don't know. So there is a command /swap, and it physically just swaps 2 players across.
No, but he's gone. Clutch is gone.
I know, but
So
they just promote one player to an admin for 5 seconds, tell them to type in swap, old player's name, boop, and then demote them. Done. Feeling very frustrated. Swap players. Oh yeah, swap players is a remote command, isn't it, Stinson?
I'm not going to unpause. This is trickery. They're going to get me again. If I hit this resume button, they're going to get me again.
Okay, Spitter's coming on the right-hand side. It's Hee-Ha. Hee-Ha's dealing with the problem. I don't even remember the player names now. Oh, no, we're paused.
See?
Wasn't the last updates? I'm pretty sure swap players existed for a long time. I thought there was only 3 pauses allowed. There is. It's 1 pause per hour per team. Technically.
Giga.
It's fine.
Hello, my
Yeah, okay.
friend.
All right.
Stay
fine.
a while
We're
and
caught
listen.
up
We're
now.
good. Demon, thank you for being the first follower. First follower after complete the goal. That is 4,801. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Welcome to Biter Battles with me in Clowntown and Pauseville, where we're shoutcasting and they keep pausing. It's great.
I knew they're gonna screw me again. They're gonna get me again.
Is the timer going?
It's a trick. Timer is going. Yeah, I didn't start it the first time. I knew they weren't gonna get it.
Clowntown is going to lose his mind from all the pausing. I don't know how the players are dealing with it. That's what would frustrate me, being a player. It's like the other team pauses. Just go for a pee break right now. Just go. Oh, we got military. A decent amount of military. From Chrono in the south. So they got their military build up and running. It's thoroughly running. It's being fed 4 belts of shit. Which are now steel smelters. That explains why the twist in the middle. And they're buffering so much copper plate. And steel. And where the hell? Oh, walls are being hand-fed.
4,000 threat for each team. We're seeing these little bitty attacks.
Yeah, but we've seen 4,000 threat turn to 1,000 overnight, but with 1 attack, or 2 attacks.
Look at these little bitty ones. Look at this.
Okay, north, right-hand side, into the oil build again, or into the pump jacks again. Oh no, lower on the wall. Lower on the wall. Will the pipes survive? Yes. Will the wall survive?
Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine.
It's getting thin. It has a hole.
Yep, but they're down to 1 or 2.
Okay, Alex gonna have to go repair that. Ken is debating his life choices with. Hey, Clowntown. There's splitters here. 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good match, Judge.
Worm Island.
2 tanks. I think it's the most oil we've seen in a match. There's 2 tanks with 23k each.
Well, we've seen lots of 6 and 7 tanks, but they've been empty.
They've been empty, yeah.
Oh. South has spitters on the coastline. Are we going to get landfill? We have landfill.
Oh, yeah, they did. It started coming around.
The biters are starting to attack north. Should wall off that oil. This oil thoroughly.
Fire taking them out. Did pretty good. 2 or 3 wall thick.
Pied Piper's going out for extra oil. They got 15k.
Yeah. Oh, and they're through. They're through on the northeast.
Oh, they are too. He has grabbing flamers and running. How long he lives is another question.
He throwing grenades.
He either doesn't have them or he's trying to get a flamer aimed the other direction. Oh, that flamethrower's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Ken's got the gun out. Oh, no, pickaxe, grenade, done. Okay, here's putting back walls. Alright, but it's slowly coming in from the north. Ever slowly. They're super slowly. They can't even be bothered. There we go. Both teams are sitting pretty, apart from South obviously has spitters far too close to their walls.
And occasional panic because 1 out of every 4 attacks just breaks through for no reason. Look here. No! Look at that. Throwing the wall down.
Fine! It's fine. It's fine. Oh, we got a high arm new here. Demons.
Okay,
Demons.
all right. Someone has to go back and look.
Thank you for
how
being
many
here.
times,
Welcome,
how many
welcome.
trips,
Shout out
how
chat.
many trips to the oil did Everlord make last time? I'm going to say 8. 8 feels about right. 8 feels right. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm going to go with probably about 8.
And it's a long walk, too, to get outside the base.
Pete, Gamer Girl 8 is her name, the quarantine one. Ah. Pete, do you have like a go-to-bed child that needs to go to bed and hence stays up?
Oh, you have to check it out. It was great. It was a long match, 2.5 hours, man.
It was a massive match.
It was massive. Yeah, went to Armageddon and extra innings. 101% evolution. An actual spy. We don't see those too often. Hey, look, Ken is pinging stuff on there. You see that, Ken? Ken spied on him, and then he pinged some and to laugh at him. Look at that guy.
That's a defense. It's defended. It's blocked in. It has dragon's gums. It's fine. That's a BM here.
Piper just throws him.
She goes by which needs to.
It
Excellent.
looked like about 1,200.
Excellent. Mine I know has been up all night again. Again.
Oh man. I should have been marking a tally every time he ran out there to go fix those pipes.
You need up the top right hand corner the Everlord run record.
Yep, +1.
Plus one. It's got to be a tally. It's got to be neat with a tally.
Yeah.
North. No, there's so much fire on that. They're dead. Super dead. Okay, so North needs to fill in their walls.
Oh, mansies. I think they're going for batteries. What else uses straight up copper and iron? That'd be batteries.
Fire
Lasers?
Plant? Easy to set up a command. No, I'm talking on screen. On screen.
On screen. Engage.
Baby.
He ran out like twice? No, KS. That's
He ran
not
out
right.
3 times at least to recover his body.
I'm taking the over easy.
He got
Easy
KO'd
over.
twice collecting his body. If not 3 times.
At least 3 times.
It's school holidays, free for all. No. Child staying up all night is not free for all. It's copper and iron. It's got to be blue science. It is blue science. So it's iron into engines or iron into pipes and gears, and copper into obviously green circuits, and copper cable on the belt for red circuits. Oh, okay, yeah, it is. It is. So it's iron into steel, and iron into the pipes and the engines. And then copper into cables, into red science there, blue science there.
Huh. There you go. Mixed build.
And the sulfur goes down the middle belt with the plastic.
Oh, and they don't have the reds or the blues researched yet, so they're waiting on empty. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
How goes the battle? Long, Ducks. Long.
Long time, man.
There's been a few pauses. Hang on. I typed a command. It was /time in not caps. 1 hour 57 minutes. We've been in pause land for over half hour.
Or at least a half hour.
Over half hour. Check the sulfur water input. Sulfur. Oh! They have to rotate it. Have to rotate it so the water's at the top. Put a pipe right here. Took into the petroleum, and then get water off the coast. So it's not perfect. It's a small little problem.
Oh, man. Oh, mercy.
Clowntown's slowly losing his mind, bit by bit. Ah, hang on. You've got to have one to start with, right?
I was thinking of the stuff. I knew that last time they unpaused it. I knew they were going to get me. I mean, every single time I have to go over there and hit my timer and find my mouse again because my mouse goes to sleep because it's Bluetooth, and I hate it because it goes over the other side. But the best way to do it.
Oh, because it's for the other PC.
Yeah, it's second PC. That's the only reason it's Bluetooth. Oh, they are out of
Get a long cable.
out of fuel. Trace that line back. What's going on with the line? The line's broken.
Which fuel?
So I just pinged it. Look at it's empty.
Because the biters literally ate that corner. No, they were hit with spit, and spit has splash and knocked out the adjoining pipe, and nobody noticed it,
just
including
now.
us. No, if it was out of fuel, it's been out of fuel for a while.
Yeah, it must have been for a while then. All right.
Hey, Chrono's dealing with the problem. Oh, the flamethrowers.
Left side. Yeah, so every time it's a pain for me to start and stop the timer because my mouse goes to sleep and all that. And then they just decided they're gonna unpause it. And I went, I'm not gonna unpause it. They're just gonna hit the button again. Sure enough.
No, the build is bad. The build's good. The sulfur just needs to be rotated so the water's here and the petroleum's there. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, they'll rotate that way. Yep. Somebody's just thrown it down. Hasn't looked at the little issue. Yeah, Clown.
They're gonna mix a few
the two fluids in the same pipe. Yes. Clown, why not just a really long cable for the second machine?
That's like at least $4.
Clowntown's not cheap at all. Ever. Okay, so they got all the recipes unlocked. Is Chrono gonna realize that it's not running?
I am, in my defense, for that streaming PC, I'm running really low on my USB ports.
I was going to go in your defense. You're not cheap, you're frugal, but okay. North ping, south
right,
mistake.
I could. Good idea of a mixed build, I agree. I like it.
Can I go? No? They pinged the wall, the hole in the wall. Oh. Can South see North's pings? No. Barrel up the water. No need to rotate the chemical plant. Correct. Just barrel it up and just ship it back and forth from the sea.
Yeah. Look. So the wall of flame turrets.
Hey, look. It works. It works. If you can't beat them, just burn them thoroughly to death.
Yep. So you do it.
North has got advanced oil. Okay.
So are they dead stop on this sulfur? The whole thing is...
because the water input, it has no water input.
Right.
So it needs to be rotated. Yeah, it needs to be rotated so it's the water's at the top. One pipe hooked in.
Blue would immediately start running because they're all full of red and engines.
Yeah, they're good to go. Chrono's out here, over here, checking it out. Oh, no, that's a mistake.
No.
That's a mistake. It works.
Look at it.
It works.
Oh, he's trying. He's doing his best.
It's still going to hook up. Unless you use an underground. He's going to use an underground. Oh my god, this is expensive.
Yeah.
And it doesn't connect. The refinery doesn't connect to the other refinery. Is it going to fix the underground?
Right. Only one refinery's running. Oh no!
Nope. Chrono's going to stare at it. Is it good? Everything's running? Okay, I'm good. I'm out.
I'm out. I'm done.
Mystic! You need to direct them.
Is it Mystic? Yeah.
Okay, so North now has advanced oil. Which... Holy shit. Okay, so North is about to drain the oil out of their flamethrowers, which is such a risky move, to swap over to light oil.
Yeah.
Now we saw
Steel Axe did that.
Steel Axe do that, but they didn't drain it. They just forced the light oil in, waiting for the pipe to empty. The catch is they had everything being fed off a separate pipe.
And you don't need to drain it really. You just need to.
You do if you have a flamethrower, and it doesn't look like they do. The oil has to flow through. I'm trying to find an example.
Flush it. Wait, there's a button now.
There's a button. True.
You don't have to drain it. There you go. Bam. Now they do it. They flush it, and then you're done. There you go.
So
29 minutes to a second Armageddon match today, JD.
The down here, south side, these two flamethrowers, if the pipe and oil continued past them, they'd have to wait for both of these to empty of oil for the light oil to pass through them. So this is why you notice that the teams, they have this direct pipe that goes all the way around, and then everything's fed off that direct pipe rather than feeding the liquid through every single flamethrower.
Going a distance. Yeah. Yeah, so North did it right. North has it to where you don't have to do. They don't go through.
South has the same. It's just the one on the end. The one on the end they don't.
One on the end.
And it's at the end. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
South is going with all fire. All fire at all times. Solve all the fire problems with fire.
What's Ken doing?
I don't know, but Pipe is out chopping trees.
Handcrapping.
Pipe is out.
Oh, he's setting up.
Whacking out the trees.
Crapping.
Cracking. Do remember on the flush, you can just drain what you can and pump in the new fluid. You'll use what's the flavors that start loading the light off. Correct. I would have just hooked up the pipe, put a pump in, I just forced it. And eventually they'll run out of oil and they'll auto swap over. Done.
91 minutes, then the Fire Nation attacked.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Mikey! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, Biter Battles with myself, and we've got Clowntown and Biters and Fire. Biters, Fire, Biters. It's going well.
Fire Nation attacked. Yeah. Now! I may not be down with Dragon Ball Z, but I am down with The Last Avatar.
Hang on. Have you watched the follow-up? Have you watched the follow-up? The Chorus series?
Yes. Yeah, we did that.
And
We did both.
Wasn't there a real action live one?
Yeah, that, I didn't see the live action one.
Oh, okay. You should definitely watch that, Clanton. You can be thoroughly disappointed.
No. Gross.
Why so many splitters? I know there are so many splitters in this map, Clown. It's way over the 5 that Clown allocates.
Yeah,
per team.
it's an outlier.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys like animes and stuff? Yeah, we nerds come in all flavors, man. Did South fix their blue science? They sure did.
I like they. Oh no, the pipes connect now. We're good. The other refinery got moved back as well, so they matched.
Yep, they met. I'm gonna use these air quotes right here and say fixed. Yes. Yeah,
Hey, whoa, hang on. No, they disconnected the oil line.
Look at what Chrono is doing.
Whoa, clown.
No.
What?
Look at the oil's coming up around. Oil's coming from an empty tank. Oh yeah, it's one way. So there's your oil source with no other intake.
That is feeding blue science. That's it.
That's it.
And what they're bringing in is tanked nowhere.
It's tank nowhere. That's right.
Because it was going through the oil build, but the oil build moved over a tile.
Right. So that means what's the ones here and way out where Pied Piper is farting around, they're going to deadhead these pipes, and that's it. Pipes fill up, and that's it.
The pipes have got a decent amount of storage. Oh, 65 already. Okay. They have a decent amount of storage, but yeah, it's going to fill up at the rate they're going, and the rate people are not noticing the problem.
Fixed.
It's mostly fixed. Did you ever see Johnny Quest? It was a cartoon. No.
I think I watched 2 episodes of Johnny Quest.
Kirk, is the light bonus different in biter battles? There is definitely some manipulation with day-night, at least for us. Along with I'm in map view, and we don't have the fuzzy effect that the devs added in like version 1.1 or something, where it looks like a old CRT TV at the corners. That's gone. So, yeah, there's some tweaks. There's tweaks. He means light oil.
Man.
Light oil is definitely running. It's in the flamethrowers that have refueled yet, which is pretty much most of them have not. Oh no, that one has. That one's running light oil. Read
What
better.
What is happening up here with all that ore that they got stored up for reasons?
That's the excess from the garbage smelters.
Look.
Oh,
This may be
go
overboard.
north, biters, go! Or through the wall. Through the wall works. Okay, first one's down.
This is what Ken Ogre fished and made fun of him.
Yep.
Oh, look at there, Chrono. Throwing down a wall of flame turrets.
125 blue science packs.
Gonna burn the oil. Oil's burning.
It's not the tank, because the tank's not connected. The turrets hold a lot. They hold 100 each, which adds up. Oh, it's the light oil bonus difference in biter battles. Oh, light oil as in not light. No, it is still the same, and the answer is it is still thoroughly nerfed. So it's the biter battle champions, and it is thoroughly nerfed. So flamers have an effectiveness of 100 per second with a minus 83.36 per second.
Right, they're fine. Yeah. Watch South rebuild. Ken Ogre fished and then pinged that one side with one layer of wall and 6 furnaces and said, "Nah,
so that's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem."
It's going to be a problem.
Yep, he pinged and made fun of him, and sure enough, they got hit.
Fuel buff is the same as vanilla, though it should be the same 10%.
Each of these teams, there's blue, ugh. You're going south. I don't know how much percent that was worth.
That way here. Damage modified 10%.
Each of these teams are so walled in, it's gonna be Armageddon.
Oh, that must be
my
applied
gosh.
after effect. Yep, that's 10%. It's worth upgrading to light oil? In vanilla, no.
Maybe.
In vanilla, no. Fire is so OP, it's not worth upgrading. It's too much of a risk that you might run out of light oil, whereas you should never run out of crude.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and I think heavy oil's a 20% bonus, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
don't remember which one's better.
Yeah, light's 10 and heavy's 20. But you produce a lot of light oil and you can crack heavy up to light, so people prove you'd use light. Yeah. 5. 5, is it? Okay. I thought it was 10, 20.
Yeah, so look at what we're doing here. They got heavy. It's all cracking. All of it is cracking into to light. Light is all being used. Now hover over one of the downstream pipes. 97 out of 100 volume for every single pipe all the way down.
So they're pushing it into the build first, or into the flamethrowers first, and then if there's anything left over in the tank, they'll crack it in petroleum.
Yep.
And the petroleum that they're cracking is sitting in the pipe and doing nothing. Oh no, it's hooked up. It is producing all the plastic in the world. And all the sulfur. And that's all manually fed. Oh, so they converted their... There you go. The original green science build for North has turned over to blue science. A sizable blue science.
See, they were pausing and unpausing, and I didn't go because I knew it was going to be trickery.
Should have
gone.
How many hours in Factorio? Look, just easy 10k. Easy 10k.
6 here.
How old is he? Still hasn't learned to read. Reading's overrated. Reading's overrated. In my defense, I've had 2 45-minute naps.
You need an audiobook.
Yeah, I don't really get into audiobooks. Tank for the petroleum? No, they don't want to. They don't want to convert the oil into petroleum. They might need another tank for oil. But if the pipes are full, they're good to go.
Yeah. Don't do it. But that would be the thing, is me calling a pause so I could pee. Right.
Well,
that would just
clown. You just give it 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Eventually, somebody will need to pause.
Right. No, I won't even need to get up. They'll pause. Someone will find a reason here in about 5 minutes, and we'll have to pause again. Man, that's right.
It's either that or it's going to be another hour. Clan, you can hold it for an hour, right?
You're so right. You're so right. I've just give it a few minutes. Someone will pause.
Oh, we're doubling up on plastic. More plastic.
Now, look at the gap in the flamethrowers here, as pointed out by Snow. So there's nothing there. Look at that. They pulled them all up because they had a breach in the wall and they hadn't put anything back.
Oh, that's a mistake. That's a boo-boo.
Yep.
I won't come back to them. There's refineries right there. They explode, right?
They'll be fine. There's 75k oil sitting in 3 very vulnerable 500 hit point tanks. No problemo.
Yeah, probably should have moved them a little bit more in the base.
I don't know, man. Maybe you should have a tank wall full of crude.
Nah, steam engines. Steam engines. Steam engines the way to go. It'd be better stream it if you read things correctly without mumbling. Mumbling's half the fun. Do Aussies ever learn to read? We do. We read Australian. It's completely different to English. Totally different.
I know how to speak both. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That's why I hope this finishes within a reasonable time. Yes, so do I, Gemita.
Wrong. Nope.
Not big on audiobooks. My Jeffrin...
Yeah, you're in for a long evening.
I'm actually watching The Expanse currently. I was waiting for the new season to come out, and then it came out, so I went back and started watching from season 1 again to get the refresher course. Because it's been so long and I forgot. It's been a while. It's been a while. C4's completed military 3. So that is slowdowns and poison. And they're not running any more research. Funnily enough, they don't have Steel Axe, which is 30 science. I don't know, 50 packs. Books are good. Do you recommend? I don't have time. I don't have time for books. The Australian alphabet is super hard. Yep, you just got to know the letters F, U, C, K, and then you already know C, so you just need to learn U, N, and T. That's it. Oh, and mate. M-A and E. No, did we learn T? No, we didn't learn T. Oh, we're on the team with the C word. Yep. I see you in T. So you learned W? No, W. I learned U twice? Yeah, it's how you get a W. Bogans too. I don't really need bogans. 2 different U's? Exactly. Exactly. One's a hard U, one's a soft U. It's very important using the 2 most important words. Yeah. Far is a great little town. And so's you. English Australian in the conversion. Don't use vowels. Is there a sassy in the background? Yeah, there is. She's eating something. I don't know what it is. Banana bread. Okay. She was being polite and noticed that I'm starving and chose not to go next door to the server and get something that was smelly because then I'd probably take it out of her hands and eat it. But I don't eat on stream. So she went with banana bread. Chat says good morning.
Meat pie.
No, I'm over meat pies. I had like 3 meat pies over the weekend or something.
Yeah, wife's cooking a meat pie tonight.
Oh, cooked meat pie, maybe? Maybe?
Yeah, man.
You want like clown? No, God, no, I don't eat on stream. I think I've had like 5 hamburgers ever.
I want to say I eat every stream.
You do!
I think it's every one. Yeah, I think every one. Man's got to eat. I burn hot, man.
No, he doesn't. How's tomorrow looking? Tomorrow is looking like I need a nap.
Yeah. Tomorrow is already today. It's the problem.
It's 11:30 today. This match was meant to start at 8 a.m. and be over by 10 at the latest. 2 hours.
No. Over by 8:45.
9. No, like 9:30 normally. Hour and a half
Right.
tops.
Maybe 41 minutes of action, a little bit of tomfoolery at the beginning, a little bit of, okay, where you need to do, how you doing, close the video. All
Damsel, how you doing? Can we get a shout out for Damsel? That's a lot of desk tapping. It's because I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
Hey, Damsel. What's up, man?
Man, Damsel's a woman. She's a damsel in distress. How do you not get this?
I got it.
It's
I got
Damsel. Yeah, we're gonna clown down here, unfortunately, as well. Sorry, I meant fortunately. It's great to have somebody shoutcast with me.
There. Spin.
There we go. Damsel in distress in a complicated relationship with RNGness playing on a PC. Complicated relationship with RNG. Yeah, that'll do it. Shout out 33 Damsel. No, that was a fail. Thanks, chat. You failed. North fixed their flamethrower gap. Yeah, they did. We're at the point where we can sort of zoom out to the map from here and just watch. Because I don't think North's actually building anything. They got red circuits. They've got sulfur. They've got blue science. It seems to be running. They've added 2 more plastic machines because they got advanced oil, so they're producing oil a little bit better.
They got the poison capsules.
They're putting more guns around the silo.
I would say do some fire.
Surround, yes.
Explosives. And then wait for death. Oh, inventory, easy. There you go. Tool belt, easy. I would do tool belt.
Has a mess. They have lots of flamethrowers in their mess. They need to push their walls out further. Desperately. They need a 3 assembler gap. That is the magic number. 3 assemblers. 4 assemblers. 4 assemblers. Between flamethrower and the front of the wall. There we go. Pipe is moving out the wall. What are they?
Piper's doing good.
They're just running military, are they? Military and the little blue build that could. With the thoroughly rearranged chem plant. Doing sulfur. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, they really haven't been throwing, I think. They've just been bottling it all up. I don't know.
I don't know, we haven't been really watching the throws. There's too many pauses involved. They are losing walls. Walls. So,
yeah.
South has gaps in their walls.
Wall production.
North is mainly solid walls.
Where's their wall production? Do they have it automated?
Yeah.
Oh.
South, right there. And I think they have a second one.
Yeah, south does. North does not. I think north is still all handcraft.
And actually, south.
Oh, well,
South
it's
does
that
have
guy.
2 more. Yeah, that's automated.
Kinda.
That's
Still
when you
gotta
got
throw
too
the
many
bricks
bricks
in there.
in your inventory and you need somewhere to dump them. That's a garbage smelter. What? Okay, they have this down here.
I know. I don't know where the wall's going though.
It's not. It's smelting what it can. Most of them got accidentally set to stone, so they keep smelting stone. If there's stone in the boxes, which there is mostly not.
Why is there boxes?
Damsel asks, how do biter battles work exactly? Well, you have 2 teams. You have North team versus South team. Okay.
Point BBChampions.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Because I have no idea what the command does. So you got 2 teams, north side versus south side. They're on completely mirrored maps, so everything is kept as fair as possible. Your team's objective is to protect the silo. Protect the magic silo. And you do that by creating science packs. You can put the science packs into the labs, which are here, to make yourself smarter, to kill biters better. Or both teams have a lovely GUI up here in the top left-hand corner, which, if I escape this GUI up here, if they have science packs in their inventory, they can click on the magic button, science packs disappear, they get whisked off over the river to improve the other team's biter evolution and threat. Evolution means bigger, badder, worse biters. Threat's sort of a guide on how many are coming to come and get you. This being a tournament has a 2-hour cap on it. Well, 2 hour roughly. At 2 hours, evolution starts getting really, really bad really, really quickly. On top of that, also because this is a custom scenario, most of the weapons are thoroughly nerfed. Flamethrowers have 8% of the original damage that they start with. Because, you know, we want to keep it hard. And on default, maps went for like 5 hours. Yeah.
Point BBChampions.org. Yep. So evolution will start to skyrocket here in about 11 minutes.
Yeah, pretty bad. Figure I make 50-50 burgers tomorrow, 50% hamburger, 50% smoked bacon on the grill. Even if it's going to be -5. -5 is fine.
Shorty 1702. Yay.
Thank you for gifting us something, Denzel. I'm asking because I don't the peripheralator switch on the labs when they're in research mode, only when they're in build mode. Saran, as far as the patch notes say, if you're running them into research mode, you get extra hashes out of it. So tells my cat keeps following me in a room, falls asleep, wakes up and realizes I'm not there, and then repeats. Okay. Your cat's special. Oh, we're leaving Huff in charge? Oh, shit. So science worth more Evo. So red packs are worth 10, green are worth 25, military is worth 80, chemicals worth 225, production's worth purple being 1050, utility 1200, space science is worth 5,000 if you can get to a rocket silo. But there are diminishing returns, so the science packs become less useful as the game goes on. 8%. Yeah. This should be fun to watch. There's a whole bunch of them on the channel.
Playlist.
Biter Battles playlist. Done.
Oh.
Spray
All right,
painted.
so we have about 8 minutes till Armageddon, and things get sideways. Let me look at my day tomorrow.
Your day tomorrow also goes sideways? At least it's not upside down because you're not in Australia. Alright, so yes, we can see that the big biters come in and they get hit with just a little bit of fire, and they've gone through 2 walls already and into a 3rd wall. They're mean. Can't wait for the apocalypse. Nothing goes wrong with the apocalypse. South has a hole in the west wall. Yeah, a little bit of a hole. They don't have enough wall production. That's what both teams are sort of struggling with. They don't have... North has filled in their holes in their walls, mostly, apart from the trees. That they're keeping for decoration purposes. It's good to have a bit of nature to break up the concrete. Yeah, so that's spiders standing in fire, not giving a shit.
That's right.
These are the big biters that only have 300 hit points. Got to remember the behemoths. They have 3,000.
Yeah.
And higher resistances. They really don't give a shit.
Science sent in boxes. Yeah. Oh, like these? The ones that are, whoa, 600 blue. Woo, they got 1,000, they got 1,200 blue sitting in a box in the north.
Oh, they do too.
Yeah, look at that. That's a lot.
So what's a crap ton of blue worth?
1%.
No, 150 is worth 1.5%. So 1,200 is worth about 12%.
No, throw it, Doug. Somebody throw it.
Oh, he's expanding the build. They want more. I wonder if there's any bonus. I don't know. Is Fire Razor here? Is there a bonus to throwing science after Armageddon?
No.
You sure? Are you sure?
I want
No.
more.
He says no. Okay. Throw it, Ugg. Throw it now.
Hey, Gabriel.
What? Why is there armor and pipes in that box? Whatever. Whatever. How far are both teams? Research for poison capsules and refined flammables. North has 2 refined flammables, and they have poison capsules. South, come on, Gooey, up
They
there.
have one. Well, they have 1 stronger explosives and 2 refined flammables. Yeah.
And South is researching mining productivity 1.
May as well, man.
Well, red and green's worth nothing.
Find their poison capsule build in the north.
I don't think there is one. We didn't see them last time either. We just handcrafted because they're not super hard to handcraft. They are slow. I don't see it. Nope.
I don't see it either.
Do you see one south? Nope. I see another chemical build going up. North is going to lose if the northeast corner's hit. They need a flamethrower here, facing to the right. Top of the silo, JD for south. Oh,
No
yeah,
poison
that's capsules. Yep.
Where?
South, right above the silo, where their science and the labs used to be.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, they replaced the green capsules with it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they replaced green science entirely.
Oh, green science. Yep, there you go. I didn't even see that.
Okay. They're hand feeding it. That's the only catch.
Man.
Just in time for
Steel?
Armageddon. Yeah, they're gonna sort of need it.
Coal
Because we've
and
got 4
boards.
minutes. 4 minutes. Final countdown plays in my imagination. Got a small issue about the importance of poison capsules versus behemoths from Anti after last match. Slowdown. Slowdown is probably more effective. Because it slows down their attack speed as well.
Like a boss.
Silent Wolf. 13 months, mate. Thank you so much for resubbing. Thank you, mate. Very much appreciated.
Oh.
Still wandering around that whole forest. 1 slow for 5-10 poison to kill behemoths. They have fire. They have fire that does do 17 damage per second. Plus 10%.
They got about 1,500 blue now. North does. You throw it here in about next 2 minutes.
I wonder if somebody's going to throw it. 1 slow for 5 damage and big to kill behemoths. We managed to reach 100%, 150% Evo with such techniques. Wow. Zim told him they never get practice going late game. No. There are practice servers up that let you throw against yourself. But we've tried them in the past and they're not...
Good.
They're not good, because you can and you end up doing it accidentally. You end up not throwing. Because you're prepared for it.
2 minutes. Armageddon.
A spitter's going to landfill the small puddles in the wall? Yep. Spitters and biters.
They do landfill.
And behemoths
like
do
this
more
lake.
landfill.
Yep, this lake has probably shrank over time.
Not that much, I don't think. Oh no, it has some landfill. Yeah, it has some landfill, we can see.
Yeah, it used to be like Great Lakes, and now it's a pond.
Is it worth waiting to push up the Evo?
I don't think it's ever worth it to wait.
No.
Just throw it and put it on them. Oh, there you go. Hey, how just through 1681. Boom, 77 to 70.8.
Worth 13%. And 6,800 threat. So 3,000 threat versus 11,000. So hopefully South has a few attacks coming. Steelax could practice against Steelax Mafia? Possibly. Yes, if you get two teams to team up like that, yes, you could practice against one another. The catch is, they both have their secret tactics they don't want to show one another. Yeah, this lake is disappearing. Armageddon, 64 seconds. Hee-ha is throwing everything. He's going to stand there, suck the belts, and lob it. If you can find it, you can lob it.
45 seconds.
South is doing the same. If we can find stuff, we're going to throw it. Why is there no pump jack here? Why is the pump jack missing?
Where?
In South.
Oh, it died. It died. It got hit by fire.
Why has nobody replaced it?
No need.
24 seconds. 24 seconds. South has 100,000 oil tanked up. North has 75,000 oil tanked up. And 25,000 light.
Wait, where did this... Oh, wow, they do have 100,000. Wow.
Yep.
And look how much ore they have.
Bottom left-hand corner. Bottom left-hand corner of South is going to have some problems. Because that water is getting less watery.
Yep.
Time limit biter bells. There's technically no time limit, but we have Armageddon that kicks in now.
Right now.
Which means the evolution is going to start scaling very quickly. 79.5. I think North threw too early.
It's fine.
I think maybe waiting, not pushing up the evolution, but pushing up the threat. Till you get those first behemoths and then dump it.
6% more Evo than South. Yeah, 73.1 is North and 79.5 on South.
So North's tactic was to throw everything that they let stack up, hoping there was enough to start pushing South over the edge. With a giant threat, they're hoping lots of friends come say hello, and lots of friends cause problems and hopefully take out a player. And then have a cascade, 1 player, 2 player, 3 player.
Well, I mean, really what's going to happen is you just need the other team to get to behemoths first. Because really, until you get to 90, the biters that come at you, they're dealing with pretty easily.
Well, 100 blue was worth around about 1%. It's going to be worth less now as Evo keeps creeping up.
Right.
That should solve. That should probably solve in the middle. Maybe.
Hello, my friend.
There's a lot of fire.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, it's fine.
Phantom Bomb! How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to Biter Battles with me, Jetty, and I'm, of course, my shoutcasting co-host, Clowntown.
So, look out here. They're still pumping. The pipes are not full.
Oh, the pipes are full.
Well, kind of full, but then, but yeah, that means it's all pulling in.
Yep.
The
one side of the pump is 100, and the other one is 99.3.
99,
Yep.
right. This means everything's full.
Put down another tank.
But,
Boys,
but look at
100k oil's not enough. Put down another tank.
Not enough, yeah. But look at how long that survived out there.
It was just a right placement. That's all it was.
Right placement, yeah.
Need multiple layers of flamers? Yes, they need a straight line of flamers plus a reserve line of flamers behind it, preferably with a wall in the middle. Preferably. And some luck. Luck helps. Especially if biters get distracted by a belt rather than your silo.
If you throw now, you put them out in the front so that when you scale up, you get to behemoths first. If you wait to throw, and then you go in there even, you get to behemoths first, and you could throw once you hit Armageddon, once you hit 100 or hit 90, say. But then your throw is worth less, right? Because now you've scaled up, and I guess maybe you can get a big threat with some behemoths in there too. Maybe waiting for threat is a little bit better. But yeah, your diminishing return on your evo distance, on your evolution on how much you're going to get out of your blues is rapidly deteriorating the higher you get to 90.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's your catch. If you hold it, they're worth less. But if you throw fast and throw early... Yeah.
Now they got a 6.5 point delta between the two now. 6 point delta. So, which means south is going to get to behemoths first and have to deal with them. Just means last longer.
Chrono fed another 131, which is now worth 0.7. So worth about half as much what they were 5 minutes ago. And 200 military is worth 0.4. And North has 400, 500. So what's that? 4%? 4% sitting there, ready to go. A little bit less.
What's this corner?
Blue
Slow and a poison. All right, watching 83.8%, need 90.
Mystic is paying attention, calling out all the issues. We need some walls over here, boys. There's holes in the air, holes in the wall. It's an air gap.
Mystic did not call out the rotated
chemical. No.
Could have had the whole thing rotated. Yep.
No, that was a mistake. Oh. Their coal line is very short. For their
one
steel
loss
build.
is nothing to be ashamed of.
Things to build now. Looks like they're playing with walls and flamers. It's pretty much, there's no point building anymore. The main thing that they can do is make sure power stays on, unlike this boiler here, and that boiler, and that boiler, and that boiler. Make sure the lights stay on, and make sure the flamers stay full of fuel, and the walls stay thick.
I need to get rid of that right there. There's your issue.
That little burner city, yeah, that's
doing nothing.
Done nothing. Same with the grenades on the left. They've been dead for ages.
Yep, Gabriel needs to tell them what's up before they start spiraling out. Because they're real close to losing it.
Yeah, we're in the late game, so yeah, Armageddon's kicked in. Anything happens from now. Like we're at 80 to 85. It's all about the fire. The fire and the gas. With a bit of slowdown thrown in.
It's so much. Look, these teams have done a real good job of cranking out the flamethrowers for sure. I don't know how many. I don't think anyone in this tournament has made more flamethrowers than either of these two teams. Right?
I don't
mean,
know.
even the
Last
ones
match, last match had a lot of flamers as well.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. The week before,
Oh, no.
they made and that gang made a bunch. I don't think they did it like this.
No. The last two matches have been very, very heavy with the fire.
You don't have 10 in a row. Just a line of 10 freaking flamethrowers.
They're all out of sharks with lasers, so we had to go with fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you do? Release the dogs, or release the bees, or release the dogs with bees in their mouth, and when they bark, they shoot bees at you.
Steel Axe. It was Steel Axe. Yes, Steel Axe, not Steel Axe Mafia. They're running heavy or crude oil. So North is running light. South is running crude. So North technically has a 10% bonus on their damage.
Yep, they have a little bit bonus in the little bit of damage bonus. So their damage, you hover over it, and it is 100 per second minus or plus 83.3% fire. Oh.
It's 100 minus 83, giving you about 17, with 10% on top. So it's about 19.
Yeah, so fluid damage modifier. So check this out. Go to my ping, and the one on the left has crude in it, and the one on the right has light oil in it. So it's 100 to 110. Let's see.
So it means the one on the left is not working hard enough. That's my takeaway.
Yep. What is Pied Piper pinging? Says we got an open spot.
They haven't put down walls to stop landfill from biters. That's what it's pinging. Like, they've done the other side. North hasn't bothered because they haven't had any real low ball attacks.
Yep.
But South has, for reasons. So we have slow down capsule first, which slows down the biters coming in, also slows down their attacks. Then throw in some poison capsules and fire. And then rinse and repeat. 89 to 83. And those blue packs are still sitting there in North's boxes.
Maybe as soon as you hit...
Hee-haw.
Maybe as soon as you hit 90, throw another 1,000.
He has put it in the backup plan. He has put it in the oh shit hit the fan plan.
Yep, I see that. He's loading up a box that you can just grab and go. Good job.
Here's your capsules. Really, here's your armor. Here's your SMG. I don't know why you need an SMG. Seems like too much.
You won't need that. You won't need that. Yeah, look, you get 11 poison capsules, 3 slowdowns, some armor. That's important, actually.
Armor's super important.
Live a few more seconds. Yep, and then good job, hey-ha.
Yep, it's the oh shit plan.
Yep.
Okay, now hee-ha, just grab the science packs to your right and toss them. Go on, couple more steps, like 3 more, wrong direction. Right.
Yep, and then we're at 90%, so now's a good time to throw them over and just get some good threat.
Honestly, I think the best wall setup would be a wavy wall, not a straight wall. The best wall setup I've ever seen is the Muppet wall. The Muppet wall is amazing at killing biters. Amazing. But it's a pain in the ass to rebuild.
Exclamation point Muppet wall.
It's not a command. Hee-haw! Get the science! Okay. Gabrielle is not yelling at picking up the science packs. Should be yelling. Like, South has 250 military.
We need to see the message for Behemoth pops in first. There it is.
There we go. South. 91.
Okay. Now throw. Now Ugg needs to throw right now.
I'm not picky. Anybody. That's 500. 5, 6, 7, 800, 850, 900. It's 1,000. 1,000, 1,100. Oh, here comes Ugg.
Nope. Faked out.
He's stopping.
Faked out.
Oh, he's effing the belt. It's effed. It's effed. It's thrown. 1,200. 94%.
Boom.
Worth 3.4 Evo.
That's good. That's actually really good.
It is, but had they thrown it 10 minutes earlier... Yeah. It would have pushed them up earlier. It would have hit the 90% earlier. Because it takes a while for the behemoths not only to... You got to hit the Evo counter, but then they also have to climb their way up here.
But this way, they may have a multiple threat dump now too.
Muppet Wall needs bots to set up. No, though it doesn't. I've hand built it. It's just painful. It's painful. It's not easy to replace. And that's the thing with biter battles. You're constantly replacing the walls. Because at this level, they just chew through the walls.
Now I'm curious about Muppet Wall.
It's a... If you hover over a flamer, you see how they've got that V-shaped area of attack. Oh, we've got behemoths bottom left. So the V-shape comes into where the flamers are. So it's a V-shaped cut in the wall with... you remember how Anti-Nephrons built the lovely base with the gates that kept opening and closing? That was taken from the Muppet Walls, which have that as walls. So not gates, but physical walls.
South just repelled a pretty heavy behemoth attack very easily. That was good.
Is that the wall you built with Tuplex? It is the wall I built with Tuplex. That's a lot of poison capsules. That's a lot of poison capsules.
Yep, and they're gone.
But they are leaving holes in the wall.
Yep.
Significant holes in the wall.
Scratch my toe.
Slow caps are all uber effective, yes. Slowdowns just to slow them up. And then poison really does the big damage whilst they're under fire.
Heiha died for no reason. He was all by his lonesome.
Acid!
He stepped in it. Yeah, he stepped in it.
Far too close. 98 poison capsules.
And that was big. That was not
150 grenades. Yeah, the grenades are next to useless. Alright, Ogre's going out with the dragon gums. Placed them everywhere.
Good.
We're going full gums here. It's pointless. They're going to burn to death instantly.
Yep.
Behemoths on the south. Nobody there to defend.
Nope, they'll get him.
Watch the walls evaporate. Oh, there's the slows.
Piper's there. Bits was down.
Where was Bits?
dancing
Oh,
with
in the corner.
He's in the corner.
That's Biggs. That the wall take care of the Biggs. It's the behemoths that hurt.
Yep, that one's done.
All grenades do is waste wall XP. They'll work against Biggs, but North still has Biggs. So they need to get rid of the grenades whilst they've got them. Behemoths, they're just going to bounce.
They blow up your wall.
Zoom out, pipe, you can see. That's a significant hole in the wall where they had one attack.
Yep. Yeah, what, right here?
Yeah.
Big burnt mark?
Yeah. South on the back foot? Yeah, the fact they're at that 99%. So
they're going to get up over 100 before... Ooh, maybe.
There's enough packs that if somebody threw them, they'd be over 100 right now.
Let's see. Let's see what they're... how many they got.
Oh, they've got enough. They only need 1%.
300. Yeah, they got about 400 or 500.
They only need 1%. Oh, Ken's doing it. Ken's doing it.
Boom. Go, Ken. 100.1 and 90.8 at the same time.
There we go. All right. So they technically got behemoths spotted on the north side first.
Yep.
Fractionally.
All right. It's now.
South's gonna run out of walls. They're gonna run out of walls.
Well, it's now don't make a mistake. It's now instead of attack, it's now
That's a biter, a behemoth biter.
attrition.
I'm just sitting under the flame. 2,000 hit points. Another wall gone. 1,700. He's got friends now that have burrowed in the exact same spot, and you can just see the walls are disappearing.
Watch it.
Chrono has built in some extra walls in the corner because the rest are disappearing.
Oh goodness! Look at them going straight through. Look how deep that is, right there.
Yep.
They're gonna be through. They're gonna get through.
No, they're not going to get through. But we're down to one thick.
One. Yep.
127 hit points. One wall.
Yep. Wow.
Still going to see? It is.
That's
it is.
That's the one. I'm hovered over it. 127 hit points. It was 127 hit points between that and, I mean, just complete destruction.
Shit hitting fair. So North has their first behemoths, which have also dug a hole in the wall. And has the second attack coming in with more behemoths. They don't seem to be using slowdowns.
Yeah, I see poison, but not slowdowns.
C4. And more. Oh no, they've got them. They've got them.
Okay. So Ken put some wall behind that guy. That was good.
Piper's dealing with an attack in the south. Bits same story. So we now have 2 players dealing with every attack because it's behemoth and a tiny bit of fire, just a tiny bit.
Have to. Yeah.
Little bit of fire. Kronos at one fish to spy.
Dragon gums leave you distracted for about 2 seconds.
They're dead. They're dead. They're either dead with the first hit or they're dead with fire. Players can rebuild walls faster if they're positioned correctly. They're never positioned correctly because there's either poison gas or acid or fire. How's the oil reserves? Full and full.
Full. Yeah.
Yeah. Neither team is going to have problems with the flamers running out of fuel. They're going to have problems with the walls running out of walls.
Yeah. They may hit a break in the chain where splash damage breaks the oil continuation.
Down under.
Should have it.
Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Ooh. Very much appreciated.
Pied Piper says more pipe.
More pipe? More pipe. Why more pipe? Bits has been AFK for 20 seconds? Okay. Just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
So it comes down how many walls each team has produced. Yes. Where's North's wall supply?
Look at the pipes still embedded in that wall. South.
I can't see anything in that wall.
Well, look at the very bottom of it.
Stone. So we have 150 wall here, and garbage smelter produces wall. 250 wall for south. North has resorted to dragon gums inside the base. North has shit for walls from memory. But around about 0. Give or take 20.
Yeah, remember they were handcrafting them all, so it's hard to see how much they have.
It's not really.
Oh, here we go.
It's
a little bit over there, kind of automated.
Yeah, it's. They haven't really been smelting stone. That's really their issue. Whereas South made sure they smelted the stone. North, not so much.
106 evolution.
That is good to get and get support the power bill. Correct. There's public Biter Battles server, And I've been on there. I've seen roboports, I've seen lasers, I've seen... Not artillery, but definitely lasers and roboports, and lasers that are 2-3 layers thick with fire backing them and all sorts of things. And Evo well past 100. And rockets launching. Automated rockets. Up. North has a behemoth on the wrong side of the wall. And a Bits is just going to lay down and have a break. So, the dragon gums on the inside are just there to confuse them, to hopefully keep them in front of the fire. That's it.
Heiha died.
Heiha?
Yep, he died.
Oh, it was Heiha.
There's one on...
Not
yeah,
Bits.
It broke through.
Oh, Bits in the south. Never mind. Here comes the 3-hour match. Let's not get around with this stuff. Lions, please don't. Don't need more laser upgrades to make them useful? Yeah. The more upgrades you can make give lasers, the better. Normally you want about the first 4 or 5 before you even bother building them.
Lions, you, why would you say something so hateful?
Getting our money's worth. Sure.
So I think they start, Factorio was killed by stepping poison,
just in the gas a little bit too long. Too much of a deep breath. Shallow breaths. Shallow breaths.
Fire Razor, what does the 100 plus start doing on the code?
On the top left.
Is it?
Hover over Evo, 108%. There's a 2% revive chance. You can kill a behemoth, and it has a 2% chance of coming back to life.
Damage, 107.5% damage.
Yep.
Plus a revive percent.
It's the revive percent that gets you.
What? Did they come back with full health then?
Yeah. So South is resorting to pipe wall, dragon gums, real wall.
So you kill 50 biters and one of them will pop right back up.
Worse than that. You're gonna kill, or the biter's gonna make it through the wall. Okay? You're gonna have fighting it out with this one last biter. You're gonna kill it, and then it's gonna come back to life with full hit points.
Right. And it'd be right next to your silo.
Yeah, always. North is having a small problem.
Woo! That's so scary. South and Bits are...
So legendary biters. Yes, legendary biters.
Legendary biters.
That's down to like 2 walls. 2 walls? 3 walls. 3 walls thick. How's South doing? South's doing great.
For some reason, I think South has this, says Ravenly.
Sounds like the flood on Halo. Sounds bad.
Yeah.
So, we can see Ken is dancing, and occasionally a biter targets the player, gets stuck with the player. As long as the player's dancing, the biter keeps walking back and forth in front of the wall. Which is good, because they keep walking through the fire. The problem is the fire doesn't really do the damage. It's the direct fire, not the indirect fire that's sitting on the ground.
North is at 102%.
But they're not
and 110 for South. 3% chance of revive.
But they have more blue packs to throw. Somebody get the packs and toss them.
Yep.
Same place for South. Like they got 200 military and no. There we go.
Actually, pretty happy. Thanks for gifting that sub. Enjoy a sub piece, Simon. Should give tip cap to actually pretty happy. Whose spacebar may or may not be broken.
1.7%. 800 packs. 1.7%.
824 just thrown. There you go.
But 112.4% damage and a 4% revive chance. The revive is going to get you every time. Every time. But 1.9k versus 6.3k. They have a passive threat income of like, what? Yep. 28 and 25.
And 10,000 threat. Look at that. So maybe we'll see just this monster attack. So far, it's trickling in.
How's light oil supply? It's maxed out. As long as they keep using the petroleum, they'll be fine. Yeah, that should be dead. So as long as they keep feeding and using the plastic for...
Uh-oh.
Is
It's
any of
getting
that
closer.
hand-fed? Or some of that's out of copper.
The pink. Oh.
North has
Close.
problems. Okay, hang on. Light oil is 25k. No, they're fine. 3 players now dealing with the issues in the north. Are there any long-running stats of where the north team or south team wins? My opinion, I play better on the north than on the south. So north, the only advantage north has when they put down a radar, radars start scanning from the top left quadrant in a clockwise orientation. So if you're on the north side, it starts actually scanning and doing something for you. If you're on the south side, you've got to wait for it to do 50% of scanning before it actually sees anything. Holy crap, we're also using radars on the north side as defenses.
Well, maybe like 2 or 3. Oh, hey, I died again.
Yeah.
Stepped in it.
Okay, he has feeding the packs in.
A little bit.
So the problem is, North is running out of copper from the looks of it to feed their red circuit build, which is going to stop using plastic. So that's a potential issue.
Look at what's going on here. Weird. Trace that line back down.
That's the garbage smelting.
Big attack on south, all at the same spot. 3 attacks plus another one.
Oh, that shouldn't be an issue at all. I'm sure. Look, there's a pipe wall there. Pied Piper's got it. He's in his natural environment. He's got this.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Pete.
No!
I just made my brain will handle doing building etc. with a hard line below me than above. Makes no difference. Bits has to leave too.
No, then forfeit. I don't know. Mystic Amber has to go. Mystic Amber has to jump in. That's it. Or they go down to 2 players.
Well, now you have to place your inventory in a box before leaving. Okay, I'm taking the break. I'm going for a minute. I'm going to go bathroom break. We're going to hit the 30-second ad break. We'll be back in 30 seconds after I get to pee.
Go for it. All right, we'll see how this works. So how does Bits do this without pausing? I'm hungry now. Yeah, it's pretty late in Europe, so you have to leave. Thank you guys for hanging out. All right, there we go. He answered the question. Sub is coming in. Mystic Amber is a sub. These pauses are driving me nuts, man. I swear we may be within 10 minutes. We may be within any of these attacks or 5 minutes before it ends anyway. So.
Okay, what I missed?
Still rolling.
Place Mystic on the field. You have 30 seconds to transfer everything and leave.
Yep.
Sub coming in. Real light stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, the game is so delayed.
Yeah. Oh, that's lozenges.
I have no idea where... So who are we swapping out? We're swapping out Bits. So
Bits has got to go.
No idea where Bits is in the world. No idea. But a lot of the matches seem to be set around European times. And it's a little bit late.
Yeah.
Jay has to go into a whole other building. He does. He does.
You do have to go to another building, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta leave the studio, go up to the house. Jay needs a bucket installed. Yeah, sure. Then somebody's gotta empty the bucket.
Yeah, fuck off.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
It's okay. He'll stay for 30 minutes more. What do we do? What do we pause? We pause, I guess, for JD for PvPs.
They don't care that I'm ready or not. Alright, bring on the chaos! It would be the infamous pause motor battles without pausing.
Bits is dead. He died anyway, and they're through. See, look.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's bad. That's Piper needs to stand outside the gas and keep tossing.
Yep.
Piper, keep it tossing. You're gonna be a tosser.
That was 2.5 attacks came in all at once.
Nope. Piper
Piper's down.
stood too close to his own gas. Chrono, throw! Throw, my son.
We have a Piper down. I repeat, a Piper is down.
I've been waiting all match to throw that.
Is that Piper's first death?
Maybe.
Or Clown just wasn't paying attention to all the other deaths.
Yep.
It's only
What's
1:20 a.m. and the only time zone that should allowed to be exist. Oh my god, there's more attacks coming in from below. Horizontal boss with builds on the north side. When I do a vertical boss, and then we're on the east. Mystic is a pro. Well, guys, about it. The only time zone that matters, 14:40. Holy crap, is it that late? Shit, it is too. This is getting up at 3 a.m. Yeah, it is.
All right, north is fine.
Bits is middle, south. Bits is dead.
Oh, and they're through again. They broke another hole through the wall.
Is that countdown timer in-game? Top left is in-game. Countdowns is out. Countdowns time is wrong. It's wrong every match.
Perfect.
30 minutes in. Because it's been paused several times.
Paused, yeah. It's pretty close. My timer's pretty close right
North going for lasers. Really?
now. Look here.
You sure they're not just going to go for lights? They just want to see the biters in the dark?
They got no answers for this one guy, just other than to stand outside and poison him.
Yeah, look. There's not a lot you can do. 1,000 hit points are dropping. 500, 400, he's dead. He's dead.
Plug up the
hole as best you can. Grab some of the rear line, because they did have a rear line of flamers. Bring them to the front. Replug in your oil and get it done in a hurry. Meanwhile, North has vanishing walls. Because those walls are vanishing.
It's going. All right, they got them done.
Out of the gas. Out of the gas. No, the 3, 2, 1. Oh, 3, 2, 1 is part of the scenario code. Yes. Now those greens don't give a shit about what happens. Yeah, the lasers are so pointless because they have no upgrades. They just want lights so they can see better at night. It's not like all the flamethrowers are helping at all. We got one more to say thunder from Old Bruntley. When it
Optics researched.
Any science waiting to be thrown? There's probably science waiting to be thrown, but it's whether or not a player can get down here. So North just threw. South has not been throwing. They have a second build with 200, and the top build is broken.
120% Evo,
Out of
which
call.
means 119% damage and 7% revive. 1 out of every 14 will pop right back up.
Revive is the big killer. Boom, boom,
Yep.
bits through. And the throws were worth 0.7 all up. Oh, we're using labs as defense. That's it. We've passed Clown Town. That is labs for defense.
Lab defense. Where? Ping it.
It's in the north.
South?
In the north. In the north, inside of Mass. Oh, they're all gone now.
Oh, they're gone. Is that it?
Yep. There was 4 labs. They didn't have a lot of hit points. They're literally, if they don't need it, it's taking up inventory space. Put it down.
Yep.
At this point, threat is more deadly than Evo? I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
Like, the attacks are not getting...
Well, I would agree with you if it weren't for the revive. Right? Because they could just pop right back up. Look at this wuss attack. No,
Oh, you guys
no
are
greens.
outdated. You're outdated. We can actually lob grenades at you.
Yeah.
Blech, they're all dead.
It-
North, left...
Obsolete model.
North, left attack. I saw that. It went away. I don't know where it is. South has thrown down the pipes. They're throwing down the pipes. They're throwing down the dragon teeth, dragon gums. They're throwing down everything, and fire. So they've replaced the hole in their firewall with a little bit of fire in the south.
Are they out of range? Are they out of range? What's going on?
Out of range where? Oh, there we go. Hee-ha on the left. Ah, it's not too bad. Hee-ha's got this. Threat's much more important now than it was earlier, at least. The problem is they've had massive threat. Ken is standing in the gas.
Ken don't care.
Hee-ha was standing in the gas too with a behemoth spitter aimed at his face.
I'm gonna zoom. Hey, so if you zoom in on a player, you can hear their sounds. I'm gonna zoom in on Ken. I'm gonna zoom in on Ken real quick.
Oh yeah, he says I don't give a shit. North's wall is North's about to have a breach. North has a breach again.
Uh oh.
They have a breach. There's a
Cover over
behemoth.
this guy.
It's inside minimum range.
2,000, and it's eating on a. Maybe you just hit the repair pack on that that flame turret. Maybe that's your fight.
Yeah. Repair it fast, they can destroy it.
Maybe. If it's just that one. Well,
I still dislike they take turn attacks. I do too. I do too. I think it should be much more constant. Oh, that gun is going to do nothing. Yeah, Ken, bring him out in front. Yeah.
Oh, there's still. Oh, Ken's down.
That's a problem. Because I was shooting that
bad.
guy with a machine gun, and he's healing quicker than the gun's doing damage.
Yeah. Could have uranium.
Oh,
bullets.
South has also got a breach.
South's looking a little bit better.
South is looking a little bit greener.
Is look.
A little bit greener. North is... it's still breached. It's just as green. Oh my god. Pied Piper can't even get in there to reseal up the wall.
Look. 200 hit points.
No. North has just decided we're just going to seal that biter in and keep him. He's a pet.
Oh, Heiha's down. Heiha's down, and he was buried in a wall. Ken with the pops.
Ken... the body keeps running
Listen.
away.
Ken with a pistol.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a bit late in the game for a pistol.
Yeah.
That's carried over from the comfy days. Yeah. But to take both sides at once, it would lag more. It generally doesn't lag. In the Biter Battle Championships, in this round, it generally doesn't lag. In normal Biter Battles,
lag.
maybe. South are holding on much better than I expected. They are holding on with a 10% revive now. But there's going to be one bite. There's going to be one that breaks through the wall, gets
10%.
taken out, and then revives on the spot.
It's right back. Yeah, pipes right back up. No.
The walls are getting rough. North has mostly walls still. South has
by
walls,
volume,
pipe, and
yeah. By volume, North's base is about 63% wall.
And distractions and targets. 10% is a 10% is a reasonable chance of a double revive. Oh my god, that's horrible.
It is. It totally is.
That's
it is.
horrible.
It is.
Hadn't even thought about that.
Yep.
Piper said to Fish, how much shit are you guys in? How much longer do we have to keep this crap up?
I know. Are you guys hurting as bad as we are? Yeah. Yeah. It's right next to the silo.
Flamers, left, right,
yeah.
center.
Imagine. Yeah. Okay. So imagine right here. You know, the biter's right there. They finally kill it. It pops right back up, and then suddenly.
Just wall it in. Wall it in. We saw that last match. They just walled in the whole silo. Like we don't need to see the silo. We're just gonna wall the damn thing in.
I don't think the turret button works.
Oh my god.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work? What doesn't work?
Turret button on map mode.
Turret button on map mode? No, it doesn't. Jetty, how many times could you have finished the game by now with all the pauses in our speedrun? Where Jetty by himself is 0. In our massive multiplayer category, even with chat helping. At least once.
Can't really see how far they get into the wall unless you zoom out and see the empty space.
And see the lack of space and the other red in the wall.
Yep. Walls are better, yep.
North is missing flamers at the most crucial spot they are.
This is the Battle of Helm's Deep, right? You're just waiting, just sitting in the walled up in this one town, waiting for the orcs to come in.
Yeah, but you're also hoping that, you know, if you throw enough poison gas over the edge of the wall, that maybe they'll stop coming. They're not going to stop coming.
Gandalf hanging out. Don't know where Gandalf
North,
is.
top left.
We're watching.
Hee-ha, Kenoga comes over.
You gotta get on there
they're
sooner.
really late.
Yep, they get there really late.
Ken's putting in some more wall. Hoping for the best. If I add wall quicker than they eat through it, maybe we'll... Oh, God.
Oh, one of those popped up.
1, 2. 2 got back up and went again. One wall.
Look how deep they cut.
100 hit points on the new wall. Freshly put in. Oh, South has the same problem.
Where?
At the corner.
There you go. Oh, that'd be... Uh-oh. Yeah, that'd be fine. Woo! Okay, just for the record, this is my first meal.
Oh, everything else was a snack.
Yeah, I had 2 snacks before.
One biter was revived for North. I think it was 2, actually. It looked pretty done with. And then I came back and there's 2 standing there. You're watching the little bars go away. Oh, that one came back. That was a spinner that came back. And again, we got a double revive.
Oh, we follow the action. You kind of see it on the map. What's going on? Oh no, Ken! You see Ken? He snuck out there to go. But
and then decided, nah.
No. Yep. Uh-oh.
That's dead.
Careful.
South. Oh, South. South's got a problem again.
Yep.
Yep, there's a revive and a revive.
It's open. But they got.
That's a double revive.
Again.
He's back up and running in the South. He's through the wall. The one biter that double revived.
And he's gone.
Oh, he's triple revived!
Right, he did it again.
There's no keeping this biter down.
That's why Evo's worth it right there. It's a revive. Look at that. Oh man.
13%. This is the best match I've ever seen. This is the longest match I've ever seen.
It's the longest
Chrono
match I've
is
ever seen.
out in front, putting down the pipes. Why is Pipe not laying the pipes?
Chrono, crazy ass.
Alright, Bits, slow down first. Fire, which is going to destroy every pipe instantly. Frack, yes. It gets knocked down, but gets up again. You ain't going to keep it down? Yes. 1 and 8 revive.
Just knocked down. Now get up again. I'm never going to keep it down.
Yeah, they just keep getting back up. Over and over. Oh, God.
Boom.
Hey, Muppet, you here? Any chance you happen to, you know, make me up with some code that auto-revives biters after 100% Evo?
133% Evo.
13% with 133% damage. It's going to get to the stage where they look at a wall and it just dies.
Yep.
All 350 hit points with all the resistances, the walls just go. Muppet is here, Muppet is smart. As against Will was a pretty good match as well. It was. It was also a long match. I think it was 3 hours. PP! It's a PP! It's PP time.
Damn it.
Shut up. Means you're going to eat in peace and quiet. Could reach 3 hours. It's past 3 hours with all the pauses.
It's way past, man. It's past.
He's out of time. He's out of time. We're up to 3 hours and 22 minutes worth of server time. A tribute to how strong these two teams are. Ken, how are you still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Typical guy.
About Mystic Amber. That's why the 4th one's there.
I have 2 fire hours. Should be no more pauses anymore. If you need to pay, you do it in your chair. I met with the game time? Yeah.
We're tired.
We're tired.
Well,
Draw and give 3 points to each? Oh! Oh, we might have a mutual agreement here. Nope. Oh, good on you, Fire. At 2.5 hours, the atomic bomb should drop every 5 minutes on both teams. Look, at 125% Evo or something, it should start scaling faster.
yep.
This must have said
Fire.
half in a stream. It is. I'll send a fish. Whilst we're in pause mode, let's send a fish. Let's have a good look, see at what they're doing. Or not
There's
doing.
no draw. No, I'm not going to let these fools draw.
Oh, no, they've already said no. Fire Raiders have said no.
No.
My bottle of wine is now half empty. The baguettes was the last match, sorry. They came with free bread and wine. Some cheese, too. It's like a bite of hell resistant to fire. No, the bite of hell was resistant.
I'm not a referee, but nobody walks away at this point. You guys are duking it out.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, bite of hell, they healed with lasers. Laser fire. Or just sub clown in. It'll be fine.
Pass.
That'll be so infuriating to awake at nearly 2 AM for them and they go, nah, fuck it, call it a draw. Calcic,
Yeah.
look, I've woken up for biter battles for have a match be called an hour before the match starts. And I've been woken up at like 4 AM for it.
Yeah, they're in at this point. You guys are going to do
Clown handicap or advantage? Hard handicap. Hard handicap.
I'm going to go get my kiddie pool and my swimsuit.
My vote is JD, sleep deprived and hungry? Nope.
Battle batter's not happening. I'm not getting on that team.
We're now at the point where we just jump from north to south and back to north just to watch the destruction, pretty much. We're waiting to see which wall falls first.
I'm gonna start putting Sharpie on my beautiful shoulders for subs.
You have 30 seconds max. Give inventory and leave. No pause once the transfer has been done. There's a
DDR.
box right there at spawn. Both teams ready? JD vs Clown charity stream. Get Clown on board. How about RC
No.
Biter Battles team? It has been requested. The good news is Clown is part of RC. He's an associate member. He can get dragged in forcefully.
Bikini. I'm gonna get a bikini.
You can do the charity stream in a bikini if it makes you feel better.
ASMR. I'll do that shit first.
ASMR in a bikini, make you feel better. Box, dump everything. Quick, quick, quick. Typical guy, grab stuff.
Are you doing it? I'm doing it.
Typical is standing around twiddling his thumb. Bits has
He's
too much
doing it.
crap to dump in the boxes. Just click as soon as you see scrap in the box. Just grab it.
He's got it.
Just control click. Doesn't
And
matter
he's
what's
out.
in there. Control click the whole lot.
He's out.
It's
Okay.
probably going to be
North.
useful.
Yep.
He's thinking. He's doing thinking. Thinking is too much.
Mystic should be in there. That's what the sub is for.
Winning and running community Biter Battles, you and Clowntown versus the community. No. Clowntown is going to do a tub stream. Yep, heard it here first. Clowntown, bikini, ASMR in the hot tub. The whole works. He will write your name on his body in permanent marker for charity.
No, not charity. No. I get cold hard cash. That's going right to my pocket. These hips don't lie. I'm gonna collect that cash.
South is going to lose now. Possibly. Swapping in a player this late in the game. North.
Hard.
North has a hole. North has a hole.
I thought. Did Heha die? He's already back. Wow.
North has a hole
Cold
and a
hard.
biter. And a biter.
Cold hard
800,
wet cash.
600,
Smells like
500,
chlorine.
300. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, got him. All right, there's still a hole right there. They gotta plug that before. they come
South
in.
has a hole and biters on the wrong side of the wall again.
Hard to tell. So much smoke.
Zoom out. Biters are in on the flamers. They're out of fuel. Out of fuel, flamer. It's dead, flamer. Doesn't need fuel now. They're in under the minimum range.
Yep.
I'm waiting to see one
this guy.
give up and then come back to life. I think that one just did. But he's standing in so much poison, he was just instant dead.
All right, there we go.
North is holy? Yes. Band of poison incoming? Maybe. Like, we cannot have matches go for 4 hours.
It's 2:47 a game time. I'm with the pauses. It's probably up over 3.5 by now.
It is over 3.5.
Really?
Yep. 3 hours, 28 minutes, 55 seconds.
North is fine. They're trying to get some poison cleared.
Game.
Oh! Somebody picked up a bunch of stuff.
Probably a corpse.
All right, fill in the wall. Quick, 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 quick. Got some more coming.
Okay, North has problems. Alright.
South has some fuel problems.
Plus the servers have been watching the entire time. So,
Pied Piper needs to turn around and look at that. It's disconnected. He needs two pipes right there.
North, right. North, right. North, left. North, left, where I'm watching.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You're getting hit by the side.
Oh, he has
rough.
getting hit. Okay.
Hey, how's down?
I'm looking at the biters in the base.
Yep.
And trying to read chat. So, chat's asking, can we pay to not see Clowntown do a bikini stream?
Yes.
In the hot tub?
You can do that right now.
You can. You can also just hit the X button. It's cheaper. I'm just
do
trying
that
to think
right now?
about your pocket.
Yeah, you can do
When
that
are you
right
gonna run the
now.
community? No, Clown do a hot tub stream. What the hell happened with this commentary? Shit hit the fan. Fearless decoy. There was shit. There was fan. There was biters
look
in
at
the
south.
map. Oh, the North. Heha has a breach. South has a... They're eating the flamethrowers one by one breach.
Yep. Typical guy down.
Well, that's what happens when you bring in a sub.
Watch out.
Oh, no. There's still one behemoth on south side just chewing on a flamethrower.
Yep.
Who,
more on north.
Before it
North,
dies,
it looks like they might be
stands
in
up
a bit
erect.
worse
I'm
shape.
not sure why. North is having the same sort of issues.
Oh, that was a good meal right there.
So North has a 10%, South has a 16%. Revive
Oh, that's
chance.
a lot coming in. All right. They're in. I don't think they're going to get them out.
Nah.
I don't think they're going to push them out.
They're missing all the flamethrowers on that corner now. Do they have spares? Where'd they automate flamethrowers? There's been so many pauses, I can't remember where shit is. There are no flamethrowers ready because there's no steel. Because belt got broken. Multiple belts got broken.
Oh, it's too much.
How much Cherry Blaze community helps him? The game will last all day and Clanton will drop from exhaustion. $16.10. No, Pipe is still stuck in the wall. Safely tucked in the wall. Right, got dealt with normal.
140. Oh, and he just revived. He just revived.
What's
the one that's pounding on south. 142% Evo. 16% revive.
It's the revives. Up. Pipe found a spitter.
1 out of 6 chance to pop right back up.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, look. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, there's a hole. There's a hole. They're all coming through the hole.
Yep, and 2 of them will pop right back up and go after him.
Oh, the most than that, they're in front of the flamers.
Yep. They're just hitting the flamers to the side. North doing okay. So far, there's nothing nothing in their base again. Man. Well, this one was one for the ages, man. 143%. We're setting records with this, with most number of pauses.
Oh, definitely most number of pauses. Oh, go back up.
Oh, God.
Got back up, slightly confused. Did not get back up a second time. North still has one biter running around inside the base. They're just ignoring him. He's not eating too much. He's fine.
Where? I don't see him. I was just looking for him. Oh, he's stuck in wall. There you go.
No, he's digging his way back outside the base.
Yeah, he's bored. He is getting hit, though. He's slowly losing hit points.
Yeah, because he just got hit with a flamer.
Look at that. Look at that big...
Definitely going.
Big open area with no defense.
Oh, bottom
Well,
left,
it's more human defense now.
Oh, no. Mister, I'm going out of the base. Has given up. He's now going for plastic? No. No, he's working his way through the base. He's now munching on everything.
A little bit
Very confused. Very confused. He's going for the
Right
capsules.
side, rear attack, right side. It's all spitters.
Yeah, that should be
That
sorted.
should be all right. That should be all
Oh
right.
my god, the biter that could. He's in the middle of smelter. He's wandering
There he is.
back towards oil. One random
inside.
smelter. 2 random smelters.
Target-rich environment.
Oh, back in front of the fire. Is that going to kill him?
Yeah.
Is he going to revive?
Here he goes. All right, he's dead.
Done. Okay.
But
South
look, they
has
got more
holes.
problems. They got 3 of them now.
Oh! Most
Throw
number of
another
meals
600.
eaten by clown? Yes. Money in the
Most
clown's
number of
pocket whilst he's
meals?
wearing a bikini, but he does not have any pockets. Where does he keep the money? You don't want to know.
Yeah, that's right. I've had 2 meals, 2 full meals on stream.
Oh my god.
This one was 1 meal and 2 snacks. And by the way, I'm not a big old guy. I mean, you can see my abs. So.
The biter came to visit, wasn't impressed, now he's buggering off. Yeah.
Buggering off,
out
yeah.
through the wall.
So
But
this
it
is
was.
bad because
stream,
this
quite a
is
few.
all in one spot. All in one spot.
Yeah,
This is
that's...
no
Oh
They're
my
out of wall,
god, and
too.
they're using pipes. Yeah, pipes don't last.
good. Yep.
Oh no, they
Pipes
found the
are-
wall.
Pipes are a one swing.
Not even that. They don't even slow
Bugs
down.
Hey-ha's down.
That's 2. Ken, it's up to you, Ken.
Ken,
Go,
for
Kenny!
it.
You've got this,
Okay,
Ken.
South has it. South is fine.
South is fine.
Yeah.
North is missing all the flamethrowers.
All of them. Yep, all of them in that one section.
The next section's
fighters
already
gonna-
been eaten.
Yep. Biter's going to clean up that middle
There is
section.
not a lot of flamers
Ken-
left.
Ken's down.
Oh, they killed Kenny.
You killed Kenny. Yeah, South might actually pull this off at 146% evolution. Yeah, if you just said, all right, I'm going to tell you, side number 1 got to 146% evolution and won.
Hey, side 2's at 134. Like, there's not a big gap.
Yep, 134%. Got 134% evolution and lost.
So they turned off plastic, which
And
means...
this is their 5th player. They've swapped out.
They've swapped out 2 whole players. South, attack, bottom right-hand side. Far away from
Hey-ha's
any
down.
player who can do anything about it.
That's a smallish one. That might... they got to go over there. Chrono's got to go over there.
They have so many loose spiders in the base.
All right. Ken and Heiha are both down. If they get another wave, then it'll just be chaos.
Chrono... Ken's
Ken's
down.
down.
Heiha's up.
Those
with a
behind-
confused
behemoths.
spider in the base.
Yeah, look, he's just moving around. This guy right here,
The one
Look at that.
in the middle?
he's dancing. Yeah, right above the silo.
Oh, no, I'm talking this one. This one. The one who's just wandering around aimlessly. Like, they're ganging up on a belt now. Spawn camping? Not quite.
All right, not yet. Oh, you'll know spawn camping when it happens. Poison capsules do not affect the silo, so throw away.
Yeah, grenades do. Grenades do. Flamethrowers do.
Grenades totally do.
Oh! It's another pause. So, in the south side, bottom right-hand corner, we just had one biter, just got killed off to be revived once again. Typical guy is holding the front by himself. IRL issues. IRL issues. North have
I'm not
not
gonna type
recovered. They have not recovered. They've put down enough targets that they're just hoping the biters find enough things to chew on before they get to the silo, which is now wrapped in walls and pipe. Did Pipe put down the pipe? No, Ken did. But Mom!
Everybody take stretch break, pee break, go. If you're listening to stream right now, stretch break, pee break, go right now. Get it done.
I don't want to lose 130,000 tears. Somebody went all in. All in. Why is the sub calling PP? Because they're the coach. They're meant to be on voice chat calling PP. P.
Yeah, that's
That's their job.
their job.
Thought they got 1 per hour? That's officially the rules. There's like, the admins can call it if they can see a player's having issues with internet and lagging.
There are no more packs. North does not have any more packs. They're done. You look at where they're collecting them. It's collecting coils and boards.
They had flamers automated.
Science is done. There's no more time for science. What the hell?
Unpause. PP. Guys, like, ask us. Okay. That seems reasonable. It's like a minimum 1 minute break. That is the rule. My fault. Getting tired. Yeah, because they're all in European. Like, Fire Razor's in France. I have no idea what time it is France, but I imagine it's not bright, sunny, 1 p.m. in the afternoon like this here in Australia.
Hey, high down.
It's a minimum 1 minute pause. That's why
No
last
more fire.
pause, when it came up, I'm like, fine, I'm going to the bathroom.
There's no more fire for the middle part of North Space.
The middle, or the top left, and the oh shit boxes are all empty on the north side. They've all been grabbed.
They're all empty already?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
3 a.m. in France. 3 a.m. on a Sunday night. I hope Fire Razor and others don't have to work tomorrow. Why are you tired at work today? Well, I was up playing biter battles. We got up to 150% Evo, and then...
Yeah.
And there was one biter who refused to die. He finally gave up. Oh my god. Right-hand side, south.
And then there were
Oil
10
is
pauses
dead.
for various reasons.
Oil is dead. Hard dead. They've got 100k tanked, but they ain't getting any more.
All right, we're going to watch this chaos.
New Zealand
All
for the
oil's
win.
Gone.
Also, 3 a.m. meeting at 7 a.m. Good luck. Now you know how it feels like to be Jedi. Fire Razor will need to go do doctor stuff in like 3 to 4 hours. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like he's a doctor that sees patients. He's the other type of doctor. So we can see the green hit points disappear and then they come back.
Oh.
And back.
Typical guys. Ken is running.
And back.
That guy has 400 and 500 hit points.
And giving up.
Typical guy is dancing.
So, North has biters in the top, biters in the left, biters in the right. Their oil is, their light oil exists.
No. Oh, yeah. Still in the tank.
Yep.
All their crude's gone.
There are
Fighters going
3
back
flamers
out.
on the far left-hand side of the base with the biter standing right in front of them. So,
Fighters went back outside.
they're not going to do shit.
Oh, on the silo. Here we go.
On the silo. North? South?
On the silo. South and north.
North. Throw the poison capsules. Oh my god, it's down to 1,000 hit points. Get a repair pack, somebody. Ugh, where's your repair pack? 200, 150.
GG.
Oh my god. 2 hours, 59 minutes, plus 43 minutes paused.
Is that in the stats?
Top left.
Like a boss.
43 minutes pause. 43 minutes of pause.
No!
Holy
Think we're coming
crap.
back 9 months in. Thank you so much, mate.
140
gonna call
to
it Twitch, baby?
114,000 damage to walls.
It's not the champion. We've seen higher.
Damn.
152.1 Evo with the win.
3 hour match.
Oh, no. 4-hour match.
3 hour 43 minute match. God
4-hour match. I don't even care that I lost the bet. Okay. Choose prediction, so I don't forget. 65% of you voted on North. And only 35% voted on South. Well,
Pay me out.
South
Pay me
won.
out.
You're
think
going to
I
redistribute 376,000 points. Bop.
Boom.
Did you win, Clown?
Yep, I got it. I did. I sure did. Yep, I got 500 of them.
Wow. That was a close game. That was a massive game. I think everybody needs a break from Factorio after this game.
Well done, lads.
Like a boss.
Yeah, so the guys last time, Chrono and I were talking yesterday about C4 being the most improved team. They weren't lying.
Sniper Chris.
Hello,
How
my
you doing?
friend.
Thank you for the
Stay
thank
a
you for the
while
raid.
and listen.
Fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Gaming, should I focus on PC strategy games? I
After
suffer
this
from
night shift.
general
Yeah, he's taking a
anxiety,
day off.
disorder and depression, and a lack of safe space for people to
All right.
relax. Most of all, have fun. There we go.
There you have it.
Thank you for the raid. 100k return. Too many tears. Jetty, stop crying. They cause tears in game. Admin, second time I've lost it all.